Okay. I am so sorry about that. I think everything's working again. There we go. I don't know. I just had some sort of network hiccup or something, y'all. Okay. I think we're all set. I think everything's good. Welcome back. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Y'all just give me a second. I am double checking stuff. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. I got a little scared there. I was like, what was wrong? Did I do something wrong? Okay. All right. That was just a network hiccup, I think. Um Looks like everything's okay now. Yep, looks fine. Looks fine. Okay.
There's a points limit. Now there is technically a way to break that points limit and get it to increase for free and at a unlimited rate. However, doing so is a massively blatant violation of the Steam's terms of service, so consequently I will not be making a video on it until after the Steam summer sale has ended, because doing so now might have my Steam account suspended, and I would most certainly not like that happening.
Wait, what?
So if you guys are interested
What is he? What's?
of Steam is the fact that there's a points limit. Now there is technically a way to break that points limit and get it to increase for free and at a unlimited rate. However, doing so is a massively blatant violation of the Steam's terms of service, so consequently I will not be making a video on it until after the Steam summer sale has ended, because doing so now might have my Steam account suspended, and I would most certainly not like that happening. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I managed to break the Steam sale to effectively stack an unlimited amount of -£5 discount coupons for free, then feel free to tell me in the comment section that you'd like to see it, and I'll make sure to bump my editor along and see if we can get it done as soon as possible. Anyway, onwards with joining this Thieves Guild. Now when I say joining the Thieves Guild, we're not exactly completely joining it. I mean, realistically we're just kind of wandering down their hallways and stealing a few items as we go, as is the Thieves Guild way. Also, perfect. Okay, it is perfect. Oh, this is beautiful. There we go. Just leave that there. There we go. It's Bucket Man. Oh, I love this game. Oh, right.
Man.
Anyway, we're going to say hello to this lovely man here. Now, he's basically going to give us a special little quest, and our special little quest involves stealing a certain item from someone.
By the way, thank you for saying in chat immediately when it stopped. That way I didn't even realize something went wrong. So thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. I really do.
So what we have to do is quite simply steal an item from this lovely lizard man here, and then get it out of his lovely little box over there, and then plant it on that man elf over there in the distance. Now, to actually get into that box, we'd actually need to get a key. However, I'm not really that interested in keys, and so instead, I'm just going to pop on a special little item I made earlier. This is, of course, the silver ring, which has the effect of pickpocket success is 10,000% better. So what you want to do is pickpocket Daisy here, drop down an autosave in case this goes horribly awry, and then pickpocket their market key. There we go, success. And then you want to leave and crouch down, come on over here, and then open up this sliding door, steal from the box whilst you're hidden, and grab Medeisi's silver ring. Lovely. Oh, and also the 50 gold and the sapphire, that seems good. And then what you want to do is crouch down and go over here to Branchi, and in Branchi you want to deposit that silver ring. There you go. Oh no, he noticed. Now basically, even though we bugged up this quest, we've
Oh yeah, Noob Fever. So we're thanks to Flame Mage, who let us know that we could simulcast. So part of the rules of simulcasting is that the stream quality has to be at least the same, and that I don't use any programs that combine the chats, and that I take make sure that I'm delivering the same experience to the Twitch chat. So I And then the other rule is you don't send anybody off the Twitch platform at all. So you're doing fine. You're sitting right there on Twitch, and we're chatting, and everything's good.
Still been invited to the Thieves Guild, provided we can fight our way there. Now, actually fighting our way there isn't too difficult. I mean, we just have to wander through the main entrance. Although I now realise that I've actually left all of my weapons behind. So, but today, you know what? I've had enough of weapons. We don't need weapons. Looks like we're going to be using the woodcutter's axe today. Alright, okay, it's combat time. Let's get to chopping some lovely bandits. Hello. Right, luckily we do have almost infinite health, so really we can just leave Janessa up to do everything. But we might as well help out a little bit. I mean, this is the weakest Rihanna O'Keefe's has ever been, technically. And when I say weak, I don't really mean weak. I mean, the guy is absolutely mental. Anyway, we're just going to walk past all of that. It doesn't really interest us. And instead drop down here and through...
Oh, it's all good. Deathforge, it's up to you. You're if you're happy where you are, that's great. You're helping me out either way. You know, everybody that follows and subscribes on Twitch is a huge help, and you know, hanging out on the other platforms, which you know, if you're already there, great. If you want to come on over to Twitch, that's fine too. I am not telling you what to do. That's against the rules. So I'm following the Twitch rules, and you know, we're having a good live stream. I'm happy. I think I got a little scared for a minute there, thinking I did something wrong or whatever, but it looks like it was just a network hiccup. So I'm happy. Oh, that's awesome, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, double the support. Well, that's kind of you. Okay, so we've got what am I doing here? I'm supposed to modify inventory auto show inventory true to false. Find the following, and this will prevent the character sheet from auto displaying. Okay, so we got to change this to false. Oops. I'm really hamstrung with this finger being cut. It's just the cut is just in the perfect place for like typing. It's exactly where the primary surface of your fingertip would touch the key, and it's just split right down the middle. From the sharpest can I opened it up. All I did was touch it. I didn't even press hard. It cut the crap out of my finger. So that's why I got it all wrapped up. It bled like a motherfucker.
This doorway here, there you go. If you go through this doorway here and then immediately turn left, you'll end up with our lovely friend through here. Here it is, Guyan the Fist.
Guyan the Fist
has a very unique weapon, except he keeps stepping on his own bear traps. Anyway, so yes, what you want to do is just steal his fist off of him. There we go. So you just want to beat him with your little axe until he eventually gives up. There we go, fantastic. And Guyan the Fist has been defeated, and on his body you will find Gloves of the Pugilist. I have no idea how to pronounce this, but basically it is the only item in game which has the enchantment of unarmed strikes.
It is pronounced pugilist, and it is a term for somebody who is a fighter as a profession. So a boxer is a pugilist. Those MMA guys, they're pugilists. And Sky UI is like the best mod that if you're going to be playing Skyrim on PC, you got to install Sky UI. It's so good.
Do 10 additional damage. So naturally, you want to grab these bad boys. And that's basically us done. We don't need to do anything else in the Thieves Guild, so we probably just want to leave, really. Goodbye, Thieves Guild. It's been a pleasure. So there we go. Thieves Guild has been completed. Now it's time for us to leave. Oh, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've finally managed to horse teleport our way back. Although it's safe to say it's had some kind of lasting damage on the game, because this entire front of the stable house has been turned to Play-Doh. And not only that, but a few of these graphics are now having an issue. Yeah, Todd, what's going on here, Todd? Todd, can you give me back my stone wall? Todd? Anything other than the seizure wall would be good, Todd. I mean, just whatever this Play-Doh...
The seizure wall, he says.
Please. Oh, goodness. Anyway, hopefully it'll fix itself. But now that we finally have the enchantment that we needed, we can finally actually get on with what we need to do in today's video. And that is to become the single greatest one-armed punching machine. Now there are a few ways to increase your unarmed damage. The main way, which most people will probably know in this game, is to go into the skill section and come on over here to heavy armor. And then over to the left of heavy armor, just after Juggernaut, which we might as well pick up, is this section here, Fists of Steel. And this means that unarmed attacks with heavy armor gauntlets do their armor rating in extra damage. Now that's very impressive. But of course, to actually get this, we're going to need a high level in heavy armor, and sadly we're only level 20, so we need to get to level 30. Now, how can we get to level 30? Well, there are a few ways to do it, but alternatively there's the absolute mega cheese way. And as you know, come on, we're Rihanna O'Keefe, so we're going to go the cheese way. So for that, what you want to do is go into skills and move on all the way over to smithing and buy steel smithing. And there we go, perfect, steel smithing purchased. Now you just want to run on over down to the forge. So bam, we find ourselves in front of the blacksmith's forge, where we can actually start making steel armor. Now this is heavy armor, it's very powerful, as you can see, an armor rating of 41. Look at how nice it is, fantastic. Now we'd like to make one of these, as by wearing this we're going to be able to increase our heavy armor skill, and once it's high enough we can finally make those heavy armored gauntlets. But first we actually need to start making them. So let's make some steel armor. What do we need? 3 leather strips. Well, I sadly don't have any leather strips, I don't think. Very well, if that's the case, we must simply wait for daytime. And here we go, we can finally start buying some equipment from these lovely little traders here. Oh look, leather strips, fantastic. I'd love to buy, we'll buy all of these, why not? So what I'm going to do is forge a piece of armor which is going to basically guarantee incredible strength. So what you want to do before you go into the forge is chug your potion of smithing, and then use the blacksmith's forge to create some steel armor. Bam, craft it, and then you want to run on over to this bench and use the workbench and improve that steel armor.
Yeah, let's actually look. Let's look it up. That's the we don't have to go all the way to the freaking library to find this stuff out. A pugilist definition. I always thought it was somebody who got paid. A boxer, especially a professional one. Yeah. I think like MMA fighters fall under the category too. I don't think anybody'd argue with you that MMA fighters are pugilist.
And there you go. So this is the steel armor that we've just created, and with our potion activated we can craft it, and as you can see, bam, the armor rating of this single piece of steel armor is 209.
Oh man, if I'm not learning, I'm not living.
93,000. Basically, we've just created the strongest piece of armor this game has ever seen, and it's just basic steel armor. There you go, look, it's even legendary. But the most important thing is that this is heavy armor, and it raises our armor stat up to 293,000. At this level, it basically means we physically can't even take damage anymore. Once you have your fantastic legendary piece of steel armor, you want to run up to Dragon's Reach, and it's time to get enchanting. Because, a piece of steel armor on its own, providing you like 300,000 body armor, it's not as good as it can be. So what you want to do is run over to this enchanting table here and get ready to pop an enchantment. Specifically, you could also do with maybe chugging a potion of fortify enchanting, but be warned, this can crash your game. And you know what? I like to take risks, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Pop on the arcane enchanter, get the steel armor ready, choose the enchantment of fortify health, and the game's crashed. Right, give me a little bit to load it up. Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a slightly more stable timeline. Now, effectively, the potion of enchanting I was using previously was a little bit too powerful, so I've created one which is almost exactly 50% weaker. As you can see, it only means that enchanted items are 150,000% stronger, which is perfectly balanced. So what you want to do is make sure you have this potion ready, and go up to this arcane enchanter, tell Farengar to just yeet off and let you use the enchanter, and chug your potion of enchanting. Now you want to go into the enchanter itself, select your fantastic steel armor of legendary, and enchant it with fortify health. As you can see, it's quite high, and then use a black grand soul gem. Let's rename this item. I think we should call it Yorkshire Tea Gold. Fantastic. And craft. Perfect. Now we've created a legendary piece of armor. But let's take a look at what we've just created here today, ladies and gentlemen, and the implications of what we've just made. And here's the item in question: Yorkshire Tea Gold, a legendary set of heavy steel armor. The armor itself provides a armor point value of 293,000 with a market value of 2.8 million. However, the real caveat of this fantastic item is the fact that it increases your health by 22.4 million hit points, which effectively grants you immortality, just like the refreshing taste of Yorkshire Tea Gold, which you can buy online today for the low price of only $5.99. My goodness, never before has such a fantastic tea ever been created. Oh, it's fantastic. Now you might be wondering, come on Spiff, why would you even need a piece of heavy armor?
Is Yorkshire tea like just the Lipton, like the British version of the Lipton black tea, like the most like generic basic tea that they've got? I don't know.
Which increases your health.
I've never seen Yorkshire tea for sale, but I'm an American, so if I saw that shit, I'd probably throw it in the harbor anyway.
By 22.4 million. It's kind of pretty
We drink coffee here, sir.
useless. I know, ladies and gentlemen, but in the wise words of Greek philosopher Moto, I like 'em big and I like them chunky, which is exactly why we have this piece of armor in front of us today. Now, let's go take it for a spin. So what we're going to do is fast travel to the giant camp just outside of Whiterun and just say hello to the giants. I mean, I'm kind of hoping some of them are BFG level, kind of like, you know, big friendly guys, but no, they actually just want to defeat us. However, the issue is, because our health is so high and our health regen scales as a percentage with our health, as soon as we take damage, we immediately just gain it back. We have reached a point where we are physically unable to take damage. Also, Janessa, for goodness sake, can you please stop killing the giants? I need them to damage me. Oh, fine, Janessa, fine. Just you do your thing. Stop killing the giants, Janessa. But there we go. You see, we get hit by the giants and our heavy armor stat is raised to 23. Oh, there we go. It's gone up to 35 for light armor. Very good. Heavy armor is now up to 24. Very nice. Oh.
So he broke the health regen property, and now he's just letting the giants wail on him, so he gets skill ups for armor. Okay.
Oh, come on, Janessa, you've just killed both the giants.
It's good to watch all this because I'm designing. I gotta. One of these days I'll get the thing far enough along so y'all can play test it, and we gotta look for stuff like this.
If I had my fork right now,
so we can fix it. Because I'm not Todd Howard. I'm better than Todd Howard.
I would genuinely yeet you into oblivion. Anyway, let's run off in this direction, and hopefully there should be some bandits which can increase my heavy armor rating even more. Oh my goodness, are these mud crabs? Mud crabs, you hardly ever get to see these guys around. Right, mud crabs, attack me. Come on, baby mud crab. Oh wow, no, you just got defeated instantly by Janassa. Can you please stop it? Oh, but luckily bandits are assisting. Come on, hit me, not her. Come on, please, I'm the unarmed one. No, that went straight past me. Right, I'll stand in front of the arrows. That should help. Right, come on. Into me. There we go. One in the arm. Good. Now we're getting a bit of magic going as well. Nice. How's our health doing? Still hasn't moved from 22.4 million. Just, you know, keep trying and eventually something will happen. Come on, bandits. Okay, stab me. Come on. Give me a good stab. Wow, that's a arrow straight through the frontal lobe there, but it's not really making much of a difference, I'm afraid. In fact, I think we've reached the point where he is actually unable to be defeated. Right, come on, bandits, please. Come on. Just, I don't know. Look, I'll even give you some mental assistance by just clobbering you a bit. Janessa, stop. Right, Janessa, I'm sorry, but you need to go. You need to go, Janessa. Janessa, have you killed all of the other bandits?
I mean, I like a cup of Earl Grey once in a while, but I see, like I drink coffee as a just to get the caffeine out of it. I've got like that, and I grew up on Folgers Instant, man. Like I don't drink no fancy stuff. I ain't going to Starbucks and spending $15 on a small cup with 32 grams of sugar in it. No, sir. Put a scoop of the instant coffee in there, stir it around, about half a scoop of guarana, stir it around, and that's my caffeine intake.
Seriously, Janessa? You are the worst follower, the single worst companion. Can you just go away? Part ways. Right, just be gone. There we go. Janessa's finally gone now, so now hopefully we can, I don't know, wander into these cave systems and get attacked by bandits. Come on, I just need literally 5 of you to stand still and hit me.
I do like in the morning, I will make myself a cafe mocha. I'll have the coffee, and I'll heat it up, and then I will add some heavy cream and some cinnamon and some sugar substitute. I forgot what the name of the stuff is I use. It's supposed to be good for your teeth. And a bunch of cocoa powder. So it's basically like a cafe mocha. Little cinnamon on top. But I don't like to go through my my half and half or my heavy cream too quick. So I only have like one a day. And that way I can have a cup every morning for like a week or two until it's time to get the groceries again. Speaking of groceries, it'll be about another hour, and then we will be in the delivery window time from 4 to 6 p.m. for the local grocery store to drop off a bunch of groceries. I used to scoff at ordering groceries online, but I don't anymore. I think it's a great service.
Repeatedly for a few hours. Oh, there we go. Here we go. We found a guy. Right, arrow. Getting up.
They don't even charge you, and maybe it's because I've always gotten over like $100 worth of groceries every time I've ordered. Like I haven't ever made an order like $20, so maybe they charge you if you try to order $20 worth of groceries. But no, it makes sense to me. They want the sale, you know. They would much rather you order it directly from them than order it through like Uber Eats or Uber Groceries or something like that. That way they get to keep all the profit, and they made a sale. So I am happy to support my local grocery store ordering direct from them.
Another one off. Good. Come on. Let's get this damage going. Guys. Good stuff. Keep up.
Even if you order like a good chunk, they don't. Well, I'm also in Puerto Rico. Things are a lot cheaper here in Puerto Rico. Like it's like $20 to get an Uber to downtown, and I know like if I did that in Seattle, it would have been like $55, maybe up to $75, depending on how busy everything was.
Keep grinding those numbers a bit, though. I've got more bandits down here. Yep, there's another bandit. Nice. Any bandits? No. We can just open this up to Skyrim. Right. Wow, these bandits are really useless. They're just not even damaging me. Right, here's an idea. What if we just spawn in a ton of bandits to help with this lovely little foray? There we go. That spawns one bandit outlaw. That's nice. Right, what if we crank this up a bit and spawn in, say, 10? There we go. That should be good. Suddenly 10 bandit outlaws. Right, keep wailing on us, and let's try and get these stats down a bit, okay? Oh yes, heavy armor increase to 29. This is the stuff. Oh, finally, we're grinding those gamer numbers. Oh, and there it is, heavy armor increase to 30. Perfect. Now you can go to heavy armor, and up here, unarmed attacks with heavy armor gauntlets do their armor rating and extra damage. Very nice. Right, I guess it's just time I leave then. Right, see you guys later. Thanks. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. Goodbye. Skyrim time. No, where's my horse going? Oh, for goodness sake, the horse is trying to fight them all. Classic horse. So there we have it, armor level 30. But what significance does this mean for Riano Keeps? Well, it means we can actually use the blacksmith's forge to craft something pretty wacky. Seeing the steel armor.
Flame H says, I've seen this sugar-loaded Starbucks drinks were produce people's morning shake. Yeah, it's just I didn't realize how much sugar was in them. Even like their green tea latte, they don't their matcha is automatically mixed with sugar. So the powder that they put in the drink, like you can't get it without sugar. You cannot get a green tea latte with no sugar from them. So yeah, that's and you know what? If you go to Amazon and you can order a bag of matcha from Amazon, like I got this big bag of matcha from Amazon. I spent like $20 on, and it's still got enough green tea. You only need a little. I found out when I got the big bag of matcha that there was such a thing as putting too much matcha in your tea. Found out the hard way.
Armor section, you can craft a steel imperial gauntlets or steel Nordic gauntlets. Oh, the choice. Do you go for the Empire or do you go for the Nords? Well, come on, I'm a Brit. Gotta go for the Empire. I mean, look at how jazzy they are. So, we forge ourselves a set of steel imperial gauntlets. Fantastic. Now, these are pretty useless because at the current rate, if we were to put these bad boys on and take off our current leather braces, all we've ended up doing is raising our unarmed fist damage to about 17 hit points, which, you know, isn't the best. So what of course you'd want to do is say hop on this workbench and try and improve them using, I don't know, steel ingots, and look how great that is. You can raise it up to 30. That is fantastic. However, That's not what we're going to be doing. No, no, no. Instead, we're going to be running down to that alchemy shop. So you want to come into Arcadia's Cauldron, where they have literally every single ingredient in the world, and we need to make ourselves a special little thing. A fortified smithing potion. But of course, we don't want to go for this basic one here. No, 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 no. So what you'd want to do is take off your steel imperial gauntlets and pop on our lovely leather potion making braces. And now fortified smithing. There we go. For 30 seconds, weapon and armor improvements are 12,000 better. Lovely. What we want to do is quit out of this alchemy lab and run on down to the smithing area, as we've got a pair of pretty overpowered gauntlets to make. So now we come back to our lovely smith and we have this workbench here. So what you want to do is chug your potion of fortifying smithing, use this workbench and improve the steel imperial gauntlets up to 1,535 armor. So let's craft these bad boys. And now they're legendary. Lovely. Now these fantastic lovely little gauntlets that we have are very overpowered, and because of their fantastic armor rating, they now do 1,531 damage. Allow me to demonstrate. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, boop. Well, sadly, it would appear that the armor rating of these gauntlets is so high, Todd Howes is struggling to calculate it. I mean, he is kind of adding the damage. We're doing a lot more damage than normal unarmed attacks, but it's just not quite what I'm looking for. So I think we need to make it even higher. Oh, wow. Janessa came back. She's not even my follower and she's helping me. Well, I told her to go away. And here she is, saving me. Wow, this is incredible. Janessa, don't die, please. Are you immortal? You don't seem to have a health bar. This is fantastic. You know, I think I need to actually take out more of these guards. My goodness, look at her go. She's fantastic. This is incredible. Anyway, I'm going to reset this timeline, as I don't really want to be at war with the whole of Whiterun at the moment. As you can see, we've made some pretty decent gauntlets. They do make one-on-one fist punching quite...
We are getting close to getting through installing all the mods. I got lighting and weather left, utilities, and patches. And then we start doing stuff like generating the grass cache. Okay, well, we're not there yet, so let me just keep going, and then I gotta start reading some stuff.
It's useful, but they could be better. Isn't that right, Bellafor? That is right, Bellafor, isn't it? Yes, Bellafor. Yes. So, what you want to do is, after your fantastic smithing of those fantastic iron gauntlets, I mean, don't they just look amazing? You want to come on over here to our fantastic, lovely little alchemy desk. Yay, the arcane enchanter. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you want to get your enchanting potion ready. And also drop down a quick save, because you don't know if the game's going to crash. So, now we're going to harvest those gauntlets we got earlier. See these gloves of the pugilist? Let's get the enchantment off of those. Anyway, so there we go. You get your enchantment from your gloves of the pugilist, and then what you want to do, go items, potions, and chug your potion of enchanting. And then go back into the arcane enchanter and forge yourself a pair of steel imperial gauntlets with fortify unarmed and whack on a black soul gem. You know, rename this. What are we going to have to call it? Well, something that befits one punching everything out of existence. And of course, it has to be the Yeet Force 9000 and craft. Lovely stuff. And that's immediately leveled our enchanting to 43. So there we have it. We have a total overall armor rating of around 300,000, but most importantly, our gauntlets do an extra 22.8 million additional damage in an unarmed strike. But we can improve this technically even more. Go over to your alchemy lab, pop one of your potions of restoration of some kind, go over to your alchemy lab, take off your amazing gauntlets, I know, but sadly you need to actually turn on your crafting potion stuff. So put on the crafting braces, go to the alchemy lab and craft yourself a restoration potion. Quit the alchemy, go into items, chug the restoration potion, go back into the alchemy, and make yourself an enchanting potion. Fantastic. Make yourself a few of these as well. And you want to back on out of that, come over to the arcane enchanter, pop your fantastic enchanting potions, and use the enchanter to just enchant a ring. So you want to get, I don't know, a silver ring, enchantment of fortify unarmed, and whack it into a grand soul gem. Lovely. Now this is just quite minor, this lovely ring we've made. It does 2,288 increased unarmed damage, but when you really think about it, that is actually going to one-hit effectively all of the final bosses in the game. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have accidentally created something that can one-punch everything out of this game. So let's drop down a quick save, and Balgruft. Oh, and it's Farengar. Farengar's down. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, but yeah, these Whiterun guards, they're just, they don't really stand up to anything, I'm afraid. Even if they try and block, you know, you can just go through the shield, apparently. So yeah, they're all gone. Sorry, guys. Whiterun is now ours. Sorry, guys. No way to stop Riano Keeves, is there? He can't take damage for a start, or can he? No, he still can't. Still 22.4 million health. Sorry, Balgroof. And you're gone. But I mean, where does this realistically put us in a position? I mean, we can't really be defeated. We have the ability to one-punch almost everything. I'm almost considering what happens if we were to take on, say, the Ebony Warrior, because last time we could fight him very successfully, like really successfully, and we could defeat him in about 1 or 2 hits. Now we can probably defeat him in 1, but not only that, I'm not even certain if Rihanna Keeves can actually physically take damage anymore. It honestly feels like he's just become resilient to everything. His damage resistance is just off the chart.
You broke the game, Spiff. We get it. What else we got? Skyrim, but I have max stats. Let's look at that one.
What is wrong with this boy? Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Spiffing Brit, and today we are playing the wonderful game. This is Skyrim. And for that
You can, was 6 years ago, you can tell when he got a new microphone.
sorted, I think it's time we jump right on into the game of Skyrim as I show you the wonderful character I've created. That's right, we have created a character so powerful today that there is quite simply no counter to him. I am ready to present to you the Skyrim 100 stat man. This character quite simply won't be defeated. Those of you who don't know who 100 Statman is, then don't worry. Basically, he's a character from our wonderful CK2 videos who is maxed out in every statistic. He is ridiculously powerful and even managed to achieve immortality and became a living god. He then later went to RimWorld and started the Organ Harvesting Co. And now we find him here today in the wonderful world of Skyrim. So today, sit back, relax, grab your cup of tea. I've got mine, you know. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm going to take a sip now. Oh, damn, that's some good tea. And you know what? I think it's time we dive right in there. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. So today we've arrived. We're in Skyrim as the legendary 100 Statman. That's right. This is the look he's going for Skyrim. I know. It's pretty edgy, it's rather Nordic, but hey, don't you worry. All that you care about is that he's an incredible character who can do some wonderful things. Best warrior in Morphor, and that's no boast. I think you'll find that my one-handed skill is currently somewhere around the 1 million mark. So, are you? 100 gold, you can take me barehanded. Okay, sounds good. Let's see what I can do then. Okay, I will just use my magical skills here. What, you don't want to face this? You don't want to face this, Benor? Benor, you don't want to face the power of my one punches? What the hell is this? Hello there, are you enjoying watching? Do you want a piece of this next? If we take a look at our skills, they're not too bad as you can see. Pretty humble little things right now. Yeah, nothing crazy. My health is just at a nice low, what's that, 1.1 million? So nothing too crazy. Actually, you know, after defeating that one character, I realized that it's not actually difficult to beat people in this town. They don't seem very powerful, so maybe I'll go visit whoever their king is and maybe see if I can take over this place after all. Basically, I've just sat down and talked to her, and it's all just really boring. Like, there's this whole storyline, there's a wizard somewhere. I said, I don't want to deal with it. Who are you? Oh, you want me to join the war? Join the Imperial Legion. I suppose I could join the Imperials. They look quite fun. We got to stealthily get rid of some people, I'm afraid. So, oh, we could go for the massive Warhammer, or I think we'll go for the sword. Oh, well, there's nothing really I want to do. Instead, let us simply get rid of this character. He was not necessarily needed in the plot, so now he's gone. There's just alcohol everywhere. This is brilliant. Right, close the door. We're taking this. This is just getting great. More coin purses, more mead. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We are going to take all of the alcohol in Skyrim. Oh, you want me to speak to you instead of the Jarl first? That's fine. I'll deal with the Jarl later then. Oh, look at this, all this wine you had in your room. Seriously? This is the alcohol you spot me getting. This alcohol here. You can see I am in this room by myself, and this is the alcohol you spot me getting. Oh, I see. Of course, yes, you can see through that wall there. It all makes sense now, Skyrim, doesn't it? I should have known that. Of course, it was all clear in the level design. This wall here can be seen through. What if I pay you some gold and you look the other way? Yes, this is a great idea. So instead of paying off my bounty, I can use my speech skill to pay off the guards with 0 gold. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Every time I do something evil, the guards just go, well, I mean, he's offered me 0 gold as a bribery, so that's a good deal. Can't pass that one off. Now, if only there's a way to kill all of you without anyone noticing. You know what? I've had enough of these Jarls. Maybe we get rid of all the Jarls in Skyrim, because evidently they're hoarding the alcohol. So, if we deal with this guard here, and simply swipe that, and then deal with the Jarl, and deal with you. There we go. That's all of you dealt with. and then you're a guard. And yep, let's get rid of you as well. Last witness killed, 2,000 bounty removed. Lovely. So there we go. We've killed 3 mortal guards. Hang on a second, little boy. What are you doing in here? Excuse me. Oh, what happened indeed? Going to find whoever did this. Okay, who are you? And you've just come in here, seen all the dead bodies, me standing here with a sword, which, let's not lie guys, has quite a lot of blood on it, and you're just going to walk into your bedrooms. Excuse me, you hope monsters come and eat me? Oh, Yorick. Oh, I don't care. I do not care. You want monsters to come and eat me, Yorick? Oh, you cheeky bugger. You're gone. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, Yorick, come back here, you turd. What the hell is wrong with this boy? Is there physically no way to kill him? Right, I'm gonna have to whip out the greatest weapon of all. We're going for the Warhammer. Come on. Come on. Come on. What is wrong with this boy? Oh my god. He's immortal. The one person that 100 Statman cannot kill. Never thought we'd find this day.
I think in Fallout you could like kill everybody, and then in Skyrim they made the children immortal because they didn't want any blowback from pearl clutching parents groups.
When not even a woodcutter's axe is able to kill a child. Read letter from Gorm. Okay, well we've got Gorm's letter and then we've got read letter from Gorm. Okay, let's take a look at Gorm's letter. 100 Statman, I know you killed him. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. In fact, I wanted to thank you. Gorm, hang on a second. I killed you though, because I've got your letter from your dead body. Oh, well, Gorm, how did you send me that letter after you died? I'm not going to ask questions. Oh, you know Benor? This guy, he hasn't got a job. He's got no idea what he wants to do. And you know what? He was nice. He actually survived the punching that we did. So, I'm going to ask him to follow me. Come on, Benor. It'd be nice to have you with me. Borga, what are you doing? Thank you, Benor. What was that man doing? Anyway, we've got a key to his house. What are you doing? You just saw us kill a man. How are you? Anyway, Jorgen, thank you for your time. I'd say all in all, that was a good visit to Morphle. We've killed their Jarl. We've executed a lot of the guards. We encountered an immortal child. We've picked up the companion Benor. For some reason, some people don't like us and other people do. So I guess it only makes sense to move on to Solitude next. Okay, now because my lockpicking is at like 1,000, I'm getting the feeling I could just hold W anywhere and it's going to open. Yep, it will. I'm an incredible lockpicking genius. Now I guess we go take a look at this castle, which there's a fire on. Maybe there's people in here that want to say hello to 100 Statman. Let's go take a look at them. Oh no, it is just full of skeletons. Okay, right, well that's exciting. You need to go. I'm sorry, but so do you. You don't need a head anymore. What about you over here, random necromancer? Over here indeed. Good lord. Went through you. And what about you? You don't need that head either. That head's gone. Would you just revive another necromancer? Oh, that's fine. I can fix that for you. They don't need their head. Good lord. The 100 Statman decapitation is insane today. Benor, how are you doing? Oh, there you are. Good, you're alive. Because the issue is Benor can die. I've modified the game so that even my followers can die. That's right. Benor, please don't. Oh, and I can quite clearly see someone down there. Shoot. There we go. Success. Well done. 100 Statman strikes again. Let's go down. Got an apprentice necromancer. They're dead. Got one there. They're dead. Oh, and someone is... I think they might be reviving this bad boy. Okay. That's fine. Oh, shit! That was Benor! Okay. Oh, Benor. No! God. Oh no, the friendly fire. Oh, friendly fire, Benor. Oh, thank you for your service. It was lovely to have you, Benor. You were a lovely guy. I didn't get much experience with you, but I'm sorry I can't give you a proper burial here. You did this.
it's right there.
Allow me to pop pick at you. Oh, necromancer robe. Let's take that. Let's take your boots and your iron dagger. Suddenly you're walking around with your fists and nothing has changed apparently. Nothing has changed. Wooden expert door. Don't mind if I open that in one go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is our first, I'd say, dungeon complete. I wouldn't necessarily call it a dungeon, but basically we just went in there and killed a load of skeleton conjurers. Seriously, you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. Are you? Okay. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed being a necromancer. Excuse me, whose head is this? Oh well, don't ask any questions. You know, you don't normally when you play in games wonder about whose head is whose and why is it rolling in said direction, but congratulations, you've tuned into the Spiffing Brute where things are just ever so slightly quite different. Oh look, there's a deer trying to run away from me. Or is that a stag? That's a stag! Now that is how to hunt animals with speed and precision. Apparently there's some kind of monster attacking people around here. And it's headed off. You know, let's go defeat this monster that's terrorizing the local countryside. Maybe 100 Statman can become a hero. Maybe so indebted they have to like and subscribe. Eh? See what I was doing there? See what I was doing? Now don't get me wrong. 100 Statman.
Oh, there you go. I did it. I gave it a like.
Look at the guy. He accidentally.
It worked. It worked on me. I gave it a like.
He decapitated the only person
like this live stream if you like it.
who showed him friendship in life. So yeah. Excuse me, are you trying to shoot arrows at me? Excuse me, could you mind not doing that? Stop all of this. Come on, all of you, please. I'm giving you an opportunity here. You want to keep freezing me? You want to keep doing that? Do you want to? Right, you're not going to. What about you? Do you want to? No, I don't think you did. How about you behind me? Do you want to have a try as well? Do you really want to have a try? Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Well, there we go. We learned what happened to the adventurers and the prisoners. They were all killed and they all lived happily ever after. And I just ended up killing a load of farmer for literally no reason. Oh, Challenger. Very well. This Challenger would like to duel me. Okay, thank you very much. Nice challenge. That was a good challenge. Thank you. And of course, we're back in Skyrim. Don't ask why there's a bunch of dead Falmor around me and a prisoner running off in that direction. They also don't all have heads, but trust me, they don't need heads. Here are their heads. See, they don't need them anymore. Anyway, we freed this prisoner. What have you got against the Imperials? Excuse me, I was considering joining them. Bandit Chief, what do you have, Bandit Chief? Oh god, there's an arrow going through my head. Good lord. That one looks like it's gonna hurt. 100 Satman. Let's just power on through that one. That's fine. Anyway, in here I've just accepted a mission to clear out a place called like Wolf Skull Cave or somewhere like that. I have no idea. Oh, this place does appear to be important. Something evidently is going on in here. What? What the hell is all of this? What the hell is going on? Wolf Queen. They're summoning Patema the Wolf Queen. Yes, something is very wrong. There is an intruder. It's a me, Mario. Get yeeted, Dragers. As an evil monstrous spirit is just being sent off. Looks like right out into the world. Cool, that's no longer my issue and responsibility. Hey, I did my part. It's time for me to leave. That's what being a hero is all about. You turn up, solve the issue, and then you bloody leg it. Oh, there we go. Finally, we can join the Imperial Army. Now I've got to go clear out Fort Haragstad. Great. Okay, let's go find this. You're the same. You are the exact same person. That is terrifying. Nice that they've got twins operating together. I think that's cute. Bring the family in on it. There's one thing I'm good at, clearing out places with bandits. Hang on a second, are you a bandit? Do. I accidentally yeeted myself off a cliff there with my wonderful speed attacks. Sorry, yes, I did go past you. There we go. Decapitated. Lovely stuff. That's a fine head you have on your shoulders. Oh, and another one. Jesus Christ, 100 Statman. What a machine. Yep, here you are. Thank you for your service, but good night. Well, we have an option here. Do we enter in through the main entrance, or do we go in via the prison entrance? Now, we've got to walk in straight through the main entrance. That's the power play. 5,000 IQ plays. Walk straight into the enemy. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This guy has got no idea. So, we're just gonna, you know, put him down gently. Excuse me. I'm okay. Right, I'll just okay. Okay, Bandit Chief. Is someone there? Is someone there? You saw me walk straight past you, Bandit. What? Oh, you had that on yourself. You did that to yourself, okay? That was not me. Here he is, the last bandit. Okay, I mean, I'll just Take your massive wheel of cheese first. Don't mind me, just gonna borrow some of this. What about this chest? What do you got in here? Lockpick, minor healing. Nice stuff. Stab me in the back, are you? Okay. Thank you for your service, Mr. Bandit. There we go. She's very impressed with what we've done. I get to officially join the Legion. Oh my goodness, we finally made it. Right, I'm ready to take that oath. This sounds great. Upon my honor, blah 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 blah. I don't really care about your oath. I just want to slay some people and lords. There we go. Long live the Emperor, blah 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 blah. Anyway, today, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the Spiffing Brit, and if you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like. And most importantly, would you like another Skyrim video? Would you like 100 Statman to return with his rippling arms and his decapitation abilities?
Breaking
Hello
Skyrim
there,
with mods. Here we go.
ladies and Gentlemen, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today I am exploring the fantastic world of Skyrim as we dive into the true vision of Todd Howard and his fantastical AAA monstrosity of a game. But today, with a slight twist, as you might notice, this background here might be straying a little bit away from Todd Howard's original vision, but that was simply due to design constraints. Everything you'll be seeing here in today's video is something Todd Howard wanted. He dreamed about when he was working and grinding in that chess club. He dreamed about the wonders of what this game could become. And so today, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by the fantastical Sorrow TV, where we adventure and see some of the strangest sights of Skyrim. Sorrow, how are you on this fine day?
I'm doing just wonderfully, Mr. Spiffin, yourself.
Oh my goodness, I am absolutely fantastic myself. When was the last time you played Skyrim, Sorrow?
The last time I played Skyrim was probably a month ago.
A month ago. Wow. Well, you see, that makes Todd Howard very sad. Todd Howard created a game which honestly can be played on the go, in VR. There is honestly no excuse for not playing Skyrim, unless maybe you're driving. But even now, you can buy a Tesla and then you could probably play Skyrim at the same time.
I would only just argue that mod support in the Teslas is so-so. It's a dead community. I'm gonna just say what everybody's thinking.
The Tesla game development modding community, not the hottest right now.
Yeah, they got rid of Steam Workshop support. I mean, that's like suicide nowadays. That's crazy.
Most people are now just duct taping Nintendo Switches to the front of their Teslas to cope with it. That's how dire the situation has gotten. Are you ready, Sorrow, for what we're gonna make?
I cannot make that promise, but I'm open-minded.
I have made a few modifications to the game, very minor ones. As you mentioned yourself, you don't like a blaring kind of disparity between the original Skyrim and maybe something completely wacky. I do believe this unicorn here with the cat and the golden desert eagle, that's about as wild as you're going to be seeing.
Oh,
Nothing...
I was gonna say you were on point about this being Todd's original vision.
I feel like...
He was upset. They had budget constraints. They were pressed for time. They had to get this game out. That's why there's only like 4 voice actors in the whole.
Yes, I mean, the shareholders were like, Todd, look, okay, you haven't released a game in quite a while. We're going to need it out, and we're going to need it out now. And that's why Todd couldn't even release these HD remastered 4K images for the main menu. It's devastating, very devastating. Right, are you ready for this? I need you to genuinely be braced for what's happening, Sorrow.
I'm braced. I got my seatbelt on.
Okay, let's go start a new game. There we go. Oh, and we're in the game. There we go. Oh, that was
There
very
we go.
quick.
The totally normal game with totally normal slide.
Yes, so I'm using a couple of extra little modifiers here today to give us a bit of a creative freedom. So this is basically what Todd Howard wanted. He wanted a bit more creative freedom when it came to actually making your character, instead of just having 5 different presets and all of the generic Nord-looking men look all the same generic Nordy. So we have a couple of options here
Insert
today.
Oblivion character maker screech.
Oh gosh, Oblivion character creation. What a thing.
Those Argonians, though.
Oh, I mean, let's compare
like a
these
snack.
Argonians, and then Oblivion Argonians. Oh.
You could even compare these Bretons to the Bretons that if I recall, looked like literal just muffins back in the day. They just kind of looked like muffin men.
What about this Breton here? This Breton here looks like he may or may not stab you.
It looks like Todd Howard.
Oh no, this is Todd Howard upon like the following release day of Fallout 76. Like his life force was drained. Yes, anyway.
Picking a race. We're
Picking
picking
a
a race.
We do have this option here, Smooth Skin Boy, like very smooth.
Holy sh!
He is as smooth as you can get. He is so smooth.
If we're aiming for Uncanny Valley, I don't think there's anything closer. Wow!
I mean, there's something about him that just looks really off. You look at this person.
switch back to our Breton boy?
So we have Breton Boy here. So this is normal Skyrim, okay? And then we have this. Hello, I am human.
Modified Skyrim.
I mean, we also have Wood Elves, and Red Guards, and Orcs, and Nords, Khajiit, High Elves, but of course, we have Yugnords. Yugnords, best
Yeah,
Nords.
Yug-
So, would you like to work off of our slightly creepy, off-putting Yugnord here today?
I think we do. This is our, like, fresh human out of the vat. Like, my skin has been ironed to maximum smoothness. There is
Maximum
no
smooth.
smoother being than I.
Smooth eye, yes. I feel like he's escaped from the Fallout universe, and this is the original synth that they created. And Todd has just kind of like teleported him into Skyrim, or maybe actually.
Well, yeah, not the original synth. I mean, if we were talking that, we'd be dealing with, like, a battle droid that could
That's a
do,
good point.
which
yeah.
would be amazing.
Or maybe this is just actually where all of the Skyrim money went. I mean, it certainly didn't go into Fallout 76, so maybe all of the Skyrim money went into human vat cloning, and this is the first creation.
I mean, I think it went into game cloning, am I right?
Very good. Right, so would you like to start modifying our sweet child here?
Of course.
I mean, we have a few presets. We have
Oh,
sex.
good God.
Oh, okay. That set. Apparently, we're now behind a wood beam. Give me a second. There we go.
I think we are a would be.
We are the wood beam now. Apparently, changing.
Whoa, whoa, hey, ho.
Don't worry, we're back. We're back. Oh my goodness.
So,
Oh,
hello.
Oh, I mean, you
The,
say hello.
receding hairline there. Never meet a girl with a hairline like pow and a neck like Jesus Christ.
I feel like this is one of those people that from a distance you're like, oh, wow, they're just quite a normal, nice-looking human being. And then you get close and this.
You go, when did we get a new
Oh.
lady in town? You're like, oh no.
Oh,
when was
no.
there? That's the skeleton with some hair left.
Yes.
Talk about someone from the Fallout universe wearing this potato sack with this ghoul.
Hey, smooth skin. You have
Hey,
the smooth
smooth
skin.
We already are the smooth skin.
We're smooth skin. Oh, God. So do you want women or male?
I mean, male was a lot less. This is less Uncanny Valley and more just.
Okay, so this is our dude, our lovely sweet dude. I mean, we can mess about with presets, but presets, they're just not that exciting.
I'm already pretty emotionally attached to our starting point.
Oh my goodness, you can change your skin color. Oh my goodness, wow.
Ooh, look at that gorgeous tan.
He
This
can
copper,
really tan.
This copper child.
What about this one right here, where he looks vaguely ill constantly? It looks like he's running a high fever.
He does. He's trying to stay home from young Nord school.
You ignored school. Oh no. So do we want
He just
like?
dumped a can of vegetable soup into the toilet.
I feel like the more we go white, the brighter he gets. Like to the right.
Well, the more Nordy he gets as
He
well.
does get really Nord. Like how
That's a
Nord
true
is
Nord.
this? This is so Nord. I'm getting a reflection that is blinding me in the real world.
Just like snow, a true Nord.
A true Nord. So do you feel like this is the correct skin color for us today?
I think it is. We gotta go the most reflect. He's a shining light. He's a beacon.
A beaming
Of
boy.
truth.
A sweet beaming boy. Our beaming boy.
A
Oh.
smiling, beaming boy.
You know what? He looks like he'd be called Ben, and we could call him like Benny the Beaming Boy. I mean, just look at him.
Big Ben, the
Big-
beacon of hope.
Big Ben, the beacon of hope who beams like a good beamy boy. Oh, now we need to decide his weight. Like, are we feeling chunky or are we
Can we give
feeling
him
like
some nice rosy cheeks as well?
oh rosy cheeks? So
I think that'll
complexion.
be complexion.
This
But yeah, should he be a beefy boy? Is
that doesn't
or should he
really-
be skinny, and it's an ironic name.
I feel like the complexion slider
Oh,
is
yeah,
not giving
Christ,
rosy
that is-
cheeks.
He is not a smooth skin anymore.
But I want to keep him smooth if I'm honest. I feel like the smoother the better.
That's his whole point.
He has to be as smooth as possible.
That's
So-
the only game he's got. He's got no personality. He's only got his smooth.
His first pickup line when he meets new people to make friends with them is not like, "Hi, I'm Ben." It's just, "Hey, I'm smooth."
He doesn't even say a word. Just grabs your hand and brushes it across his face.
Just like does a knowing glance of, "You know how smooth I feel. You know." I feel like we should make him quite thin. I feel like he'd be a spindly smooth boy because a bit big, and I feel like then he's just like mounds of smoothness. What do you feel?
Yeah, we'll make him skinny, and Big Ben will be an ironic.
Big Ben, that wow, he really has just transformed into a tiny, tiny child. Oh my. I'm not a big fan of his neck. It's really smooth. This seems fine. I feel like we don't want to add dirt or scars because I feel like they'd retract. Or maybe like just one scar. Like and that's
I
just
mean,
the one
spend
thing
that
reason
much time
smooth.
shaving.
Eventually you'd get a scar.
Something that looks like a little tiny shaving scar somewhere.
I feel like for
we're
such a
ruining
smooth
his
boy,
smoothness. I hate
what
it. I
about
hate it. We're desecrating a holy land.
the holy land of smooth? How's that? It's just a nice little couple of light cuts. I feel like
He f***ed up.
he really did. I feel like maybe that was his.
bad shaving mistake.
It was his first time shaving, and he really got really upset after that. And honestly, I feel like maybe it caused a bit of PTSD for him because he loves the fact of how smooth he is. He just can't come to terms
He's
with
constantly
the unsmooth
reminded
part.
of his fatal error.
Maybe he's on a quest to smooth himself.
All
out,
right,
like, rid him-
we got some involved stuff here. Okay, so it's telling me to run the game. Oh, I'm not done yet. Hold on, we'll keep going. I'm getting ready to. It says here I'm supposed to run the game. Grass configuration, mod config. Double click on the SKSE mod in the left pane. Open the iFile tab to grass. Modify grass control.ini. Find the following settings and edit as follows. All right, let's see if I can do that first before running the game.
himself of these scars.
Wow.
It's so deep.
I love it. We've got a backstory, baby.
We got the backstory going now. Yes. No war paint. That I feel like that removes from the smooth.
War paint has texture.
It adds too much texture. It adds a layer of paint. Now what about the hair? Look at this sweet boy. My goodness.
Oh, yeah, it really
Oh, it's not there because I have to run the game and then it's going to populate the INI file in here. So let's see here. All right, so we did all that. Grassing the following configuration applies to all users. Pre-caching grass is necessary for this mod to resolve some specific stuttering issues when loading cells outdoors in grassy areas. Pre-caching also generally improves performance. Pre-caching grass is also required. And mod has nothing to do with grass LOD others. Okay, mod. Okay, so also download the thing. We moved the grass pre-cache py into the mod organizer. Close and restart mod organizer. Let's do that. There we go. We have closed and restarted. And let me. I might have to sign into Steam here. Give me a sec. Let me see what's going on. Oh, we're already solid. Okay, now we can close that. Let me get back to my instructions here. Okay, so it says here to close and restart mod. Launch the game via mod organizer to auto-generate the configuration file in the SKSE Skyrim script extender special edition output mod. Okay, so launch the game via mod organizer. Okay, so that means we come over here and we go to SKSE and fingers crossed. I imagine it's going to take a second. There's like 400 mods installed. Okay. At the main screen, open the console and type QQQ to immediately quit the game. Okay. So now, the following configuration plus, okay, double click the output mod. Okay. It worked. Oh my gosh, it worked. Everybody, oh, it worked, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, so good. Okay. I'm so happy that worked. Oh man, that's great.
Yes.
More hair for some, and made him look
Oh.
less like a middle-aged lesbian woman with a really short cut.
What
Yeah,
about-
see, we're riding a line
I
there.
feel like
We're
this
riding
one's
a very
quite close here.
confusing line for Ben.
He lives quite an ambiguous lifestyle. Oh, that adds more to the ambiguity. This, I feel like Ben is oddly
Hence the
attractive.
constant shaving. We don't know.
Maybe-
He's a pretty boy. He's
He's-
a pretty boy. Like, let's face it.
This hairstyle here, I feel like we've actually made, you know the American football, like I say football, your version of soccer. Soccer, your football captain, honestly looks quite similar to this, if I'm honest.
Wait. Are you talking about American football or soccer?
I'm
Just because
talking
I know
about-
everyone calls it football, but like, yeah, I like want to be understanding of that.
Oh god. I would
Which
say.
one did you mean?
I meant soccer. So
Okay.
UK
So
football.
I'm sorry to make you say that, but just for my own understanding. Okay, we got a soccer coach here.
Soccer,
Yeah,
indeed.
I can see that.
I can see
A
that.
kid's soccer coach.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we are making something like that, but there's so many more hair options to go through.
That's
like,
a little too. I think that's too active for our boy Ben. I
This
think he
feels
spends so
powerful,
much
yeah.
time grooming.
yeah, I feel like.
That's a power move.
What about
that's a-
this?
yeah.
What about this, where he's tried to smooth himself almost a bit too much and has turned himself into an egg?
He buffed the top of his hair off. He
I must
that's
make
the,
it
yeah,
shine.
that's the Danny DeVito look.
Everything must be smooth. Oh
I
god.
gotta smooth out my face.
Oh, this guide has got us. We're getting rid. We're setting the grass draw distance to -1, so it doesn't draw anything. And then in a couple more steps, we're gonna run some of those programs I just got done installing, and it's gonna make a cache file. So instead of needing to read all these individual files for the grasses, it's just gonna read the cache file, and it should increase performance quite a bit.
God. I don't
Should we
feel
go
like
completely bald.
there's no like perfect completely bald. This is about as
Yeah,
close as
that's
you can
not
get.
smooth.
Yeah, he wouldn't have stubble. He just doesn't strike me as the kind of person to have that. So I feel like maybe we need to go to an actual. Oh.
It's close, but again, they're both stubbly.
They do have a bit of hair going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Suddenly our sweet boy is transformed.
Wait, what was that one that's really just thinning?
Oh wow, it's also really thin on the top. I feel like this is good because he's on his quest for smoothness.
Oh,
and
it's
part
the
of that
monk.
is-
It's like the monk cut.
Yes.
Just a big bald spot.
It's called tonsured. Tonsured is when they have the bald part here, but hair all the way around.
Okay, so he's horrified by his hair and his skull.
But it's still like kind of there. It's still hanging on. He's not perfect yet, but he really
Whoops.
wants to be. Now what we've got to do is our eye shape. We don't really have many options here.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
Just like 20 sliders for this one thing.
Yeah, I mean.
Holy crap!
Yeah. I feel like now you'd
Those
find
are
him in
some-
Area 51.
No, he looks. Those are some straight up like Twilight Princess Link eyes.
I have a quest for you, traveler.
Potion seller. I require your strongest potions.
Motions. Oh goodness, these eyes don't actually fit his.
Yeah, that's an old console command, QQQ, and I'm gonna have to get good at consoles for this project too. I'm sure we're gonna need to like slow time down or free the camera up. I used to know most of those because I was working on this project back in 2015, but we'll have to get reacquainted with all of the different console commands.
Head. Number 23 eye
Yeah,
was not designed for
I
him.
liked. Ooh, yikes! Yeah, some of these are not kind with the race we've chosen.
Ooh.
I like any of the dead eyes. Any of just the sort of flat.
So something like this, number 39, where he's just
I do
really
like. I'm
vacant.
digging 39.
39 is looking really good. And of course, when we change the eye color, I'm guessing we want something quite vacant, not really
Oh, he's so smooth, but he's so stoned.
he's been staying up late every night trying to grind his smoothness, and that's what's happening here.
Trying to desperately scrub his hair follicles.
I
to
must be
grow some-
smoother.
He never sleeps
He never sleeps.
in his
he never
quest
sleeps.
for smoothness.
His quest for smooth. Oh my! You're gonna see it in a second on your screen, but
Yeah, that is certainly a choice.
don't feel like we can. I feel like the last option, 23. That feels like it's quite a natural color for him. That looks quite decent.
It looks nice. Yeah, he's not gonna be constantly sleep
Whoops.
deprived or anything.
Now is when things are going to get a bit weird. We have
Whoops.
the eye height slider. Now, we can take it low and we can take it rather high. I feel like the higher we go, the older he looks. Now, the maximum height, he kind of looks like an accountant. I feel like we want to take it down.
But the higher the eyes, the bigger the nose looks.
That is a good point.
I think if we go medium height, but oh no, We just went like uncomfortably low for a second too long.
There we go. I'm
Alright,
trying to
so
make sure
we
there's only
make
one
somewhat
space.
Normal
Just
height,
make 'em
okay.
big.
Big eyes. Okay, so we can take him to the side, or we can put him in the middle. Do you want the eyes escaping the nose, or just trying to be?
I like the
near
spaced
nose?
out, sort of Alita battle angel kind of.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe too. That's good. And then I'm feeling like, how deep do you want the eyes in the head? Do you want the eyes going into the head, or do you want them trying to escape the eyebrows? What's
Trying
kind of?
to escape. Well,
Yeah.
remember like 5-10 minutes ago when we said we were gonna make him a somewhat good-looking dude?
Well, he looks like a somewhat
Okay.
normal-looking human being. He just looks ever so slightly
He
off.
looks like a man on a quest
He does. A quest to lose his hair and
to
fix
change his
chin.
entire appearance.
Smooth me. Brow type though. We need to have some eyebrows. Maybe.
They must. What he should do is since he's got he's balding up top, he should just shave his head and then grow a beard.
This is the option.
Oh, are we going super smooth?
Super smooth. Just
He's in
no
a quest
eyebrows.
for his
Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff configured now. Now we are doing. Let's see, we can close that. Now we got to install the patches, and then we're gonna run the programs to kick out the grass cache files, and then we're over to performance tuning. So it looks like we're getting close.
brows.
He doesn't need brows. He's just reached the point where brows are no longer viable. I mean, like, you can have great big bushy boys, like number 1 over here, but I feel like we either go bush or we go super smooth. How about this one here? Or maybe something just really thin, like a really subtle eyebrow, like number 13.
I was gonna say a very tweezed brow.
Yeah, like number 13. It looks very well manicured, like to the point where Ben wants to look like a normal
20.
human being, but not to the point where he has to retract his
Patches.
smoothness.
He overdoes it too. Like it's in his quest for perfection. Unfortunately, like
Wait.
many young women and women in today's society, they think
They feel
changing their
pressured into it.
appearance is what we're forcing them to do, and it breaks my heart to see young women and young men like Ben here tweeze their eyebrows away to almost non-existence.
It's
Just
just
to
the
draw them back on. Ben, you're beautiful just the way you are.
He's
So we're gonna
perfect
keep changing your actual
That's
bone
bullshit.
structure for a bit.
There we go.
harsh, but yes, true. So do we want low eyebrows or high eyebrows? I feel like you want them kind of close to the eyes, but not too close.
Yeah, he almost makes it work.
I feel like
I
close
like
to the
that
eyes
he
work.
almost makes these little eyebrows work.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like the closer they are to the eyes, the more almost to terms he is with them, because they're close to an object which isn't smooth like the eyes.
They kind of bring his eyes back towards his face. They're like little lassos.
Yeah.
Keeping him right where.
They're the only things pinning him down, really. Oh, and we can widen them. Oh, okay.
No, yeah, forget what
Yeah.
I just said.
Yeah, okay. It's the eyebrows themselves can create little nubbins of flesh there to the side. I feel like the eyebrows wouldn't do that. They wouldn't really add
We'd be
anything.
losing the heart and soul of our sweet
Yeah.
boy.
It would retract.
Our
the
sweet
smoothness,
boy.
to Add a bit of a bump, I think, is the issue. And
Mm.
now, oh,
Yeah, it looked like he'd be trying to have devil horns put in.
now we have brow forwards or backwards. I feel like backwards works here as well. So
It
that
sounds like a command someone would say in like a spaceship. Brow forward!
bring the brow forwards.
And they're like, aye aye, Captain. And then you just see Ben's eyebrows go,
Yeah. Raise eyebrows to 0.9. Eyebrows are at 0.9, Captain.
degrees.
Retract eyebrows to -1.
Up periscope.
Oh, now nose type. Okay. There's a lot of noses.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Oh my. Number 6 is a powerful nose.
As long as it's a smooth nose, I am content. That is the nose of a spellcaster.
Number 7's nose is powerful. Number 8 is quite big. 9. Okay. I'm gonna just see what the
So many
smoothest
of these
is.
noses come with so much attitude.
I feel like, yeah, they kind of almost add to the character. I feel like he wouldn't have a bumpy nose, like nose number
Some of these are
21 here.
remarkably large.
I
I don't
mean,
know
they
if
all
just the
quite big.
proportions or what, but oh god, that's like it's like an orc captain would have that nose.
Yeah, we can't have that because it adds too much texture to his nose. He wouldn't really have that, like,
Right,
Crazy
that's not
bump.
smooth.
that's not smooth.
Oh, these all have like a weird
What?
extra ridge. Oh wait, that one was smooth. Whatever that little guy was. Oh, hey! Oh, that's not smooth. That's Abort! Not smooth! Not smooth!
Oh, I don't know what to pick.
I only hear like that teeth chattering sound effect. I mean, one of those is, I will say, extremely smooth. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
There's that bald head we were looking for.
I don't understand how changing the nose type
This whole they're just messing with the. That's great. I'm glad that they had that much fun messing with the slider. Thank you, Todd Howard.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in Skyrim. This isn't Skyrim, this is Mountain Blade. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, before you click off, this is actually in fact Skyrim. We are indeed playing the greatest game to ever be created. However, Skyrim, as all of us know, was created by the legendary god genius known as Todd Howard. Todd Howard is amazing and cannot create anything which isn't 5,000% perfect. When it came to Skyrim, however, due to evil budget constraints and the annoyances of mere mortal game developers, Todd Howard wasn't allowed to release his creative genius to the extent he wanted. And so today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be playing the true version of Skyrim. Many will say my version of Skyrim is broken, full of exploits, glitches, and complete and utter imbalances. But no! This is simply the version that Todd Howard wanted and dreamed of. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us dive into the world of Skyrim together. Oh my, it's going to be fantastic. Already, if you spot a mod, hop down into the description. Tell me if you see anything which you think shouldn't really be in the game. Anyway, we need to quickly design our hero. And you know what? I think we should go for just a pretty normal looking Nord bloke, yeah. We want someone quite inconspicuous who won't stand out too much, because there's one thing I know about Todd. He doesn't like chads who stand out. So let's make a nice, simple looking human. You know what? I think we've created a pretty inconspicuous looking human. I mean, he's beautiful. Just look at him. His head is perfect. But we need a name for him. And of course, this is going to be Benny Big Boy, the Triple B Mega Man. I'm just look at how powerful he is. His neck physically, oh my god, it just beams out like a laser. Wow, so I see that's how Benny Big Boy defeats his opponents. He uses his laser neck powers to sever them in half. What a guy. Hassan, does he have a tail? Okay, I'm not going to ask any questions. That's fine. This is Skyrim. Just normal looking Skyrim. Anyway, Benny Big Boy, he's going to have a fantastical journey in Skyrim with our assistants. A very long journey, a full adventure. I can't wait to see what happens. So you know what? Let's go for, the vanilla start of the game. That's right, because the vanilla start of Skyrim was very similar to what Todd Howard wanted. He wanted the character to be a prisoner. He wanted them to be caught and get sent off for an execution, and then there's a bit of drama. Will they survive the execution? Won't they survive the execution? Who knows? So let's go for that. The normal Skyrim vanilla experience. Let's see what Todd Howard has in store for us today. Our Bethesda Game Studios, oh, so nostalgic, presents. Oh, what are they presenting to me? Oh, the graphics, they're loading in. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. You've got Hadvar. Is it Hadvar? Hadvar's over there. It's Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Oh, exactly as I remember it. Exactly as I remember it. Wow. All comes flooding back. What a beautiful game. You know, they took some very big creative leaps when it came to designing the whole landscape of Skyrim. I mean, for example, the whole fact that they went into so much detail with the wildlife. It was amazing. It's beautiful. What a beautiful game. Can't wait to see what else Todd Howard has in store for us. Yes, you see, this segment of the game which we find ourselves currently in, this is actually based off of Todd Howard's early years. See, Todd Howard has always been quite a relatively smallish person, so these arms kind of represent him reaching out, trying to grab the success. And of course, as we know, Todd Howard, he managed to grab success. Oh, he grabbed so much success. Oh, and they look even better, the massive Play-Doh arms, when given a good bit of sunlight. Wow, look at these beautiful landscapes. They're amazing. Took an art department of Bethesda 7 years to create graphics this beautiful. Oh, this is a classic situation. The thief decides to try and run away. What a poor guy. However, he never makes it. He always gets hit by that archer over there. So yeah, this bloke here, he's gonna try and run away as he's not a rebel. So no, he never really seems to get away. So let's give him a bit of a helping hand. There we go. We've shrunk him down to 0.1, his original size. Go, look here, go! Look at how fast he goes. And you know what? I think he's made it. We sadly can't see because there's a massive hand tree in the way, but I like to imagine that we're gonna see him later down the line and he's gonna be greeting us with a smile on his face. Oh my goodness, hang on a second. What was that? Was that a train whistle? Oh no,
ladies and gentlemen, the greatest threat Skyrim might ever receive. Is it the Thomas the Tank Engine mod? Oh, I can't wait to see it with my own eyes. Benny Big Boy also can't wait to see it with his eyes. He has huge eyes hidden away between his massive face, but goodness, he can't wait to use his eyes to see Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh no, the headsman's going to cut off someone's head. Wow, devastating. However, remember he only gets to cut off one head because he's so terrible he can't even do his job whilst Thomas the Tank Engine is attacking. Alright, so down to the block we go. Hello there, Mr. Execution Man. Sadly, you won't be getting me this time. I'm going to be Deus Ex Machina'd away from here. Serves you right for not drinking enough Yorkshire tea, headsman. See, here comes Thomas now. Huzzah, I'm safe. Wait, hang a second. Hang on a second. No, 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 headsman, no. Please.
Okay, I gotta concentrate for a second. There's let's read this. Okay, so step patch conflict resolution. Conflict resolution patch encompasses additional modular patches that allow for the optional inclusion of these 4 mods into the build because these mods change some core gameplay axis. Isolating conflict resolution patch records of these mods into separate patches allows them to be excluded without having to use Xedit. Likewise, the optional patches are provided as separate download on Nexus so that MO version required. Install step patch conflict resolution from main files. Merge the update file to keep. Okay, install each optional modular patch that applies into a separate mod. Install if is installed. Okay, so we got to install all of these. Okay. Each of the above optional CR patches requires a step patch. Okay, as its master. Got it. Okay. CR patch combo. These combo patches ensure that the loot or merchandise within containers is reflective of the optional mods installed because they modify some of the same leveled lists. When more than one of these plugins exist in the load order, install only one of the following into a separate mod. So this one, and this one install if they're installed, yeah. So wait a minute. So that's 2, 3 TCIY. There's no patch for TCIY. Install each optional modular patch that applies into a separate mod. Each of these optional combo patches requires the respective modular patches as masters. Oh, so we have to do that. Okay. So install none of the above if only. Well, TCIY is probably installed. So that means that I install the main one, these 4, and this one. Okay, let's double check. All right. So I'm modding Skyrim. Here are the instructions I've been given. Okay. I have all those mods mentioned installed. So I think that means that the main file is installed. All 4 of the 4 modular extensions are installed. And I install the patch, but not any others. Is this correct? Aye, sir. Good mon lord, you are understanding this nigh flawless. Let us review thy course step by step. It took my instructions a little too literally when I was like, I told it, I got tired of it just addressing me as my Lord Nexius, so I gave it a list of old English like honorifics by a bunch of like Anglo-Saxon stuff, and now it's now it's going hard with the old English, which is great. Oh man. Let us review thine course step by step to ensure it is well placed within thy order. Chemistry, get out of here. This is great. Thou hast installed all 4 of the following mods. I love it. Thus thou shalt require all applicable modular extensions. Thy required mod. This is great. This is fucking great. This is cute. All right. Here, let me move this over here. Let's get back to this.
Oh god! What did you? I can't see, Headsman! You cut off my head! What's happened to me? What has happened to me, Headsman? What have you done? Oh god, Thomas, what are you doing, Thomas? You're not meant to burn people, Thomas. You were meant to bring balance to the island, not destroy it. Get over here, Hamming. Your father's gone. Thomas, no! Oh. Oh, this is terrifying. You know what's more scary than just one Thomas the Tank Engine? I'm thinking like much larger Thomas the Tank Engines. Oh my lord, look at him. He's so big. What has he done to the archer? Okay, this game's working fine. Don't worry. Don't ask any questions. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's terrifying. He's so fast as well. Oh, this game. Oh my goodness, Thomas, no! He just flung that corpse across out of the entire realm. That's fine. Anyway, you know what? We're gonna side with the Imperials. Hadvar, can I see my face, please, Hadvar? Hadvar, please, what's happened to Benny's beautiful face? Hadvar, what's happened to my face, Hadvar? Hadvar, what have you done to beautiful Benny and his fantastic... Hadvar! Oh, Hadvar. This is the end for you. Hadvar? I can't live without my face. I'm so sorry, but it's time for me to go, and I can't believe you let them take my face away. Oh no, I'm having a heart attack. Right, that's it, Hadvar. It's the last you'll see of me, and it serves you right for cutting off my head. I will have my revenge one day. But for now, Benny is dead, and a new hero is necessary. What do you mean? Have you brought him back? Just let him die, Hadvar. Right, you know what? We're gonna make a new character, one which Hadvar can't spoil, and hopefully one which won't be getting beheaded. Now, you know, we can pick normal races, but I think we go for something completely different. You know, that's why I think we should go for a Dogmere instead of an actual normal race. Yes, we don't want to be playing as humans, no. Instead, we want to be playing as the persona of Todd Howard, who just so happens to be a luminous pink dog. So let's finish and name our character the luminous pink fantastic dog, which is also an embodiment of the persona of Todd Howard. And as of course we know, Todd Howard wouldn't want to be recognized by the normal person if he was masquerading as an RP persona of himself, so instead he would probably go by the name of Howard Todds. He would probably say that Howard Todds is actually just a accountant from Delaware looking for a bit of something to spice up his life. Speaking of spicing up someone's life, it's heart attack time. Oh goodness. But of course, if this happens to you, make sure to take your heart attack medication. Otherwise you will die. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, we need to choose the life of the fantastic Howard Todds. Where will our new life begin? You know what, let's go for Surprise Me. I don't know where we're going to end up, and that's part of the joy of Howard Todds. You never quite know where you're going to end up. Where's this? We're in Dawnguard. We have a crossbow and some steel bolts. Oh, we have Vampire Hunter? Amazing. It looks like we're some kind of vampire hunter. I do find it a little bit weird that everyone kind of looks up to Hod Howard. I mean, to be fair, you might have to as well if a massive dog with a giant crossbow came and said hello to you. We're finally out inside the fantastic real world with the glorious Fort Dawnguard. It's a beautiful place, look at it. There's apparently we're some kind of vampire hunter, so how about we go hunt some vampires? Excuse me there, are you a vampire? Yep, you could be indeed a vampire, but there's only one way to know, and that's, I'm afraid, to sadly defeat you. There you go, you can't be trusted, everyone could be a vampire. Oh, goodness. Sadly, Howard Todds does not want to do that. Apparently that's a surefire way to just die instantly. So maybe that person wasn't in fact a
a vampire. You know what, Skyrim is a beautiful place. Kind of the way the wildlife blends in seamlessly to this beautiful landscape, and you can just get lost looking at fantastic waterfalls and amazing god rays as they flow through the trees. It's a fantastically beautiful game. Well done, Todd, well done. Now we find ourselves exiting from the Dawnguard area. We probably should make our way over to a nice, lovely, beautiful town. We're close to Riften, so I think we'll head on nearby to Riften, see what's happening over there. Oh, appears to be a group of strangers ahead of us, and we just got attacked by something. Wolves! Luckily we have a weapon for this. Come on, Hot Towards. Well done. That's 3 wolves down. Oh my goodness, well done, Hot Towards. That'll show you for not deciding to be a 7-foot-tall massive monster dog. But I am still very curious about this parade of men we appear to have in front of us. What on earth is going on here? Hello? Imperial soldiers? What Imperial business is happening here? Just a random Stormcloak soldier. You know, I will free him. There you go, he can have fun. Right, what are you doing, Imperial soldiers? You only have bare fists and no clothes. Do you have clothes? Do you have anything? Only 4 chicken breasts. Thank you, Imperial Soldier. You know what? It's a good start. We've managed to free a bandit and send them off into the wider world so they can join the Stormcloak Rebellion. Feels like a great start for Hot Towered. Hang a second. I was just told be careful by this chicken down here who happens to be a Riften guard, which I can pickpocket. Oh my goodness, sorry, what is happening here? And naturally, even though we've just made it to Riften, instead of going in there, we're going to make our way over to the fantastic place that is Whiterun. That's right, the place where everyone goes when you start the game. So we're going to hop into the back of the carriage, load on in with our massive head, and make our way over to Whiterun. I imagine this is going to look rather similar to what I imagine Elder Scrolls 6 to look like. I mean, you've got the whole actual birds in the skies, you've got a massive moon going on over there. That's beautiful. You've got a beautiful wild landscape. Oh, and of course, what's this? A motorbike? Okay, jog away. Oh my goodness, it works. And you can kind of bounce it. Oh my goodness. It's a fully working motorbike. And let's help these people with their massive giant issue. Everyone knows the best way to deal with a giant is to ride a motorbike. Now that my job of giant slaying is out the way, I think it's time I head into Whiterun itself and greet a couple of the locals. Asking, what did I just hit on the road? What the heck is this? What is this? Hear me, have a gherkin. I lost a gherkin apparently. I'd like you to change outfits. Oh my goodness, he's got a little hat on. Okay, right, this is our brand new follower companion, Meat. That seems fine. Ah, and appears the Whiterun gates are unguarded. Fantastic, let's waltz right in there. Oh, how's it? Is that Nazim up there? Okay, that's an odd position for Nazim. That's fine. Hello, Whiterun guards. Good, perfectly normal Whiterun guards. Who's this? Hello, Nazim. Okay, I thought I just saw you back there. That's fine. And, oh, Azing, who's this? It's Nazim. Nazim, you look a bit different, Nazim. And who's this? This is also, it's also Nazim. Okay, right. I won't ask any questions about these Nazims then. Who's this up here? Is that genuinely? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. It's Nazim again. And there's another Nazim over here. What is this game? Where is the Jarl? Am I just able to sit down on the throne? Yes. Yes, I can.
That character looks horrifying.
Right. I guess this is Howard Todd's canon now. He's the Jarl. Oh, and who's this helping you out, Farengar? It's Nazim. Of course it is. You know, whilst we're here, we're just going to do the classic Skyrim. I'm short on cash, so I'm just going to grab your crystal, bring it around here, and don't ask any questions as to where the crystal went. That's a mighty nice poison you have there, worth 162 gold. Don't mind me or where it's going. So, poison, come here. Good poison, well behaved. La 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 la, nothing happened. If only there was a way to actually overpower everyone in this game. Now, one thing I often get asked when I play Skyrim is that, well, just how easy is it to just milk money from the AI? Like, surely you can no-clip out of bounds, but obviously it must be quite a tricky thing to do. Well, actually, not really. All you have to do is quite simply secure yourself a bucket with a handle, and then you can have all the money this entire game has to offer. So, for example, if you want to access all of the inventories of traders inside Whiterun, unlike in Dragon's Reach, where in the Fantastic Adventures of Rihanna Keeves we showed you where the trader chest was, when it comes to Whiterun, they are simply all in there, provided you haven't entered the city. But of course, how do you enter the city? Well, the best way is to get a bucket. Now, there are buckets like this littered all over Skyrim, but they're very unique because buckets, for some reason in this game, obey to a rather strange form of physics, provided you can get them upright, that is. Now, when you manage to get your bucket down on the floor, congratulations, because now you're in a perfect opportunity to fly over the walls of Whiterun. So you want to simply stand on your bucket and then just grab the bucket and then job done. You've managed to fall for a bucket. You should feel good with yourself. Whilst bucket flying is a natural strategy in this game, I don't particularly recommend it. Instead, all you need to do is do a couple of bunny hops and hop over the wall. And then once you manage to get up and over the wall, you find yourself in a pretty funky looking white run, which you can fall down into, and be warned, you can fall through the floor. But as you can see, white run as a whole is technically still kind of there. I realise I've managed to kind of achieve almost effectively nothing at this point because I've forgotten that all of the vendors' inventories actually only load in once you load into the game. So basically what you would do is, provided you've made it inside Whiterun, you can kind of glitch your way around the back of the smeltery here, and around here underneath the forge is a great big chest containing a very large supply of high level weapons. Alternatively, you can just enjoy the beautiful way that Whiterun was meant to look, and also the only way it could look if you wanted the game to run on a console. My goodness, I've no idea how they managed to do it. So I've managed to make my way to Helgen, and Helgen's looking pretty wacky. Doesn't particularly look that fun for me, so I'm gonna dodge Helgen for now. Not particularly my cup of tea, that place. However,
All right, it's time to pay attention. Here we go. So generating the grass cache. So everything's done. The pre-generated grass cache ensures maximum performance, smooth cell transitions. Yep. So we do this so there's no like stuttering and stuff. The game will typically crash during grass generation, but the operation will gracefully resume the process automatically until complete. To generate the grass cache, click on the pre-cache grass to begin the process. It's like when the game displays the message grass generation finished successfully, click OK. Hey, Starzy. Ooh, thank you very much for the subscriptions. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I think that gets me up to 10, which is 10 more than I had like a week ago. This is awesome. I appreciate it, really do. And it's going. We got everything downloaded, and now we're doing like the complex. We're running a bunch of programs and stuff to do more. To do some performance stuff. So typically the way they design Skyrim, when you're walking around, it kind of loads and unloads stuff, and that can be a big hit to performance, especially when it unloads something and then it goes to load the next thing. So that's why when you're moving around in Skyrim, if you have like a slower hard drive, like if you don't have an SSD, it'll kind of chunk on you when it starts loading all that stuff, because the game will just quickly pause and then stutter when it loads everything. So this process that I'm getting ready to follow, which says it could take anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, is basically going to generate all of the grass in what's called a cache file, and it's a lot easier to read stuff. It's the program just like looks over it. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to load, instead of what it does without this, which is find the file, decompress the file, load the multiple files in it, and then it has to unload all of that later on. So this just makes things simpler for the games engine. The grass cache will have been generated in the mod. Okay, so I think what I ought to do is, all right, let me move this back over here. Did I have a good lunch? Oh, I haven't eaten lunch yet. I should eat lunch. In fact, we should probably take a break and just leave this run. Let me set this up, because it could take 30 to 60 minutes, and then we'll just let that run while the game mods, and I'll take a break. I went to yesterday. I was super tired. I just didn't get any good sleep, and I went to bed. I stopped the stream around like 2 in the afternoon yesterday, and I was like, I'm going to lay down. And I went to lay down at like 3 o'clock, and then I woke up at 8 o'clock. I was like, okay, apparently I didn't get any good sleep last night. I was worried I was getting sick, but I feel okay. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. All right, so let's follow these instructions here, and then we'll go. So it says, to generate the grass cache, click the button and select pre-cache grass to, okay, there it is right there, pre-cache grass. When the game displays, all right, here goes nothing. The game, it should say grass generation finished successfully. Click OK. I'll also start the timer just in case. So the grass cache files have been generated. I'm presuming about 2 minutes. It is used by the further minute without. Regeneration of the files is only necessary when mods affecting workspace, world space, landscapes are added, removed, or altered. Okay. This grass cache is required for generating stuff later too, so keep in mind we'll call. All right. Okay, well I'm not worried about FPS with this thing. So all right, here goes nothing. 4-hour naps do happen at our age. It certainly does. That's I'm not in my 20s no more. All right, this operation can take a long time. So let's check the time. It's 4:06. The game is expected to crash multiple times during the operation. Mod Organizer will restart it automatically. Let's move this out of the way so maybe we can at least have something going on. Okay. Well, here goes nothing, y'all. Let me wait. Let's just double check. Everything's checked off. All of these mods are installed. Everything's checked off. These will get populated later. These have all been cleaned. I guess here goes nothing. All right, so we're gonna go here. Pre-cache grass. All right, moment of truth. Okay. What is it doing? This will take a while. If the game crashes, you can run it again to resume. When all is finished, the game will say open console to see progress. I'm afraid to even click OK. Okay, well, I guess it's just going. There's a hype train. Somebody started a hype train? That's awesome. Okay, well, let's you know what? I'm afraid to like alt escape or anything out of it. Like I think I should just leave it. It's running. It hasn't crashed yet. That's nice. We got some nice music. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate you folks subbing. That means a lot. Okay. Well, I mean, we started at about 4:06 or 4:08, really. More like 4:06, 4:07. So, as long as it doesn't go past like 5 o'clock, probably 5:09, 5:10. I can't imagine. I've got like a really fast solid state M.2 drive. Oh, I should have loaded the task manager so I could see what's going on. Oh, good. You got 3 of the 4 hard drives for picks. What do you think you're going to get the last one, or is it all gone? Is it busted? I wonder how you even recover data from an SSD. I have to. I understand how it works with the magnetic plate. You hear that? Did you hear that? There was water running. It's probably running a bunch of stuff in the background. It's probably like, it must be like loading different areas and like saving where the grass is and saving all that in a file. I heard something, the music stopped. And this flickering here, I wonder what that flickering is. Damn, IDE to USB same day. That's awesome. Yeah, that's the super old connection thing with those pins. I remember those. And they had those flat multi-cable things. Yeah. It's back when all the cables to everything were nice and beefy. And kind of a pain in the ass to connect to stuff. I really like the SATA and the USBs and all that kind of stuff these days. Okay, let me go. Let me just take 5 real quick. I do want to sit here and hang out with y'all to make sure that that this thing keeps running and it restarts if it crashes. But I need to take a quick bio break, get something to drink, and yeah, so we can keep on doing this. So I'll be back in like 5. So if somebody comes into the chat and they're like, "Where's Nexus?" Just let them know. Just a quick bio break, grabbing a drink. And what we're doing is we're generating the grass cache for Skyrim so it runs better. So I'll see y'all like 5. Give me like 5-6 minutes, okay? I'll be right back. Normally I'd put up the message, but I don't want to alt escape out of here. I just want to let it sit because I tried to do this originally like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and it just kept crashing. I don't think I did everything right, but I think things are okay right now. Knock on wood. So I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, it worked. It worked. When all is finished, the game will say open console to see progress. Okay, now what? We did it. We did it, everybody. We did it. We did it. We did it. That feels good. That feels really good. I was worried we're gonna spend all this time, and like we knock on wood, I might still get some more errors, but at least that part's done. Okay. All right, so we got that done. All right, let's move this over here again. Here, put that right there.
However, what on...
This one's so silly, it's ridiculous. Skyrim is a perfectly balanced game with no exploits. Yes.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, he's back. He's more powerful than ever before.
Okay, give me just a sec. So we did the grass cache. Step 6, performance tuning is necessary to determine the available performance headroom. So y'all can see it too. Necessary to determine the available performance prior to generating the LOD or setup. This is due to the LOD gen costing approximately 20 FPS in exteriors. I don't care. Like I got a badass computer. Performance benchmarking. I don't really care. We're not gonna performance quality optimization. Decrease in the grass intensity by 5. Run benchmark. If the average FPS is 140, give or take 10, stop here and continue to post-process. The average FPS is lower than 120. All right, well, we're just going to run everything on high. Performance examples. All mod groups installed. Grass LED was generated. Density of 60. Has a performance cost. Post-processing. Okay. And then we've got all this post-processing stuff. So, decision should be based on the results of the performance tuning. So that's the post-processing stuff. And then final sorting and cleaning. If plugins have not been sorted this session, run loot again. Examine the plugins and loot. Okay, so that would be after the EMB. And then we do level of detail after that. Okay, so this is going to be the next generation step. So it looks like generate the level of detail terrain, level of detail roads, wrap up, and then we run this. Okay, and then we run that. We got to run like all these utilities. And then we'll launch the game. And then we've got to configure all the mod stuff inside the game. So we wouldn't have the internal site, which complete crafting recommended. Okay. Okay. Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good. We've made it really far in the mod guide. We got everything. We got all the patches and everything installed. We were successfully able to generate the grass cache. So that's a performance enhancing thing, and it just makes it easier for the game. Really easy. Like no performance. Like you get a 20% performance boost just from doing the step that I did, because it just reads where the grass should be from a file instead of doing everything that the game engine, the vanilla game engine does, because it's configured for consoles. So we just got done with generating the grass cache. It says to go to the performance tuning, but I've already done this, and I've got such an amazing computer that I'm not worried about performance at all. I'm sure I have over 150 FPS, so it goes through that. So the next thing that we're supposed to do is start installing the E&B stuff. So, revisit if on the Shadows tab, disable ammo. Okay, if on the Visuals tab. Okay, we already did that. Beginning the foundation, revisit all mods fly with the ENB indicator to ensure that they are installed. Okay, we did that when I downloaded everything. So I should just be able to start going through this 21 post-processing part. And they've got it named ENB over there. So, I just got this other mod group to install. And an ENB is like a shader that goes on top of the game. So it's the game looks the way it does right now, and it's going to look even better with an ENB on. And then we can change the ENBs to give different tones. Like we can get an ENB that has like a really high fantasy setting, so the saturation will be kind of turned up a lot, and everything kind of bright and vibrant. And then we can install a different ENB to make it look totally different, have it kind of maybe like a washed out kind of not washed out, much deeper hue, not exactly vibrant, but like a deeper hue of like a cinematic look to it. So we'll have to be playing around with those. But so far so good. I'm real happy. Thanks for coming in and asking. Appreciate that. It's good to see you. It's good to see you in the chat. So here's the detailed instructions. Skip this mod if ENB will not be used, but ENB will be used, so we do not skip it. Okay. All right. Let's resume our love letter to Todd Howard.
For it's Riano Keeves back in Skyrim to increase his power level even further, that's right. In the last episode we made him quite possibly the most powerful being in the known universe, with the ability to punch a hole in time and space itself with his bare hands. We created a set of braces so powerful that the wearer could achieve the damage cap with just one single swing. That's how powerful we made Riano Keeves. Equally, he has the most health imaginable, making him basically immortal. This man cannot be defeated in combat. But today, Riano Keeves is going to do something he's never done before. We're going to take Riano Keeves on an adventure in Skyrim to see if we can create the 1000 degree knife. I know, you might remember that 1000 degree knife from such YouTube hits as the entire trending page throughout an entire period of 2019 or 2018. Goodness, I can't remember what day it was on the internet. But nonetheless, you're going to be joining myself and Riano Keeves today on our fantastical adventure through Skyrim to become the most powerful being alive, thanks to a little help of just a common household knife. Naturally, you're going to be joined by myself, the Spiffing Brit, as well as my fantastical, ever-refilling mug of Yorkshire tea. I drink it so it gives me powers. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Oh, look at that camera pan. And we're out the world now. God, I love this game. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while, but Skyrim...
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to continue. Had a nice break. We got some blinds hung up in the house here, so my roommate's got some blinds in his windows now where he did not have any before. And this place that we moved into is a fixer-upper, and my plan for using, we got like this industrial strength adhesive. It came in like in a big tube, like a caulk gun. And because I couldn't get the space that we needed to drill the mounting bracket on, it was just, there wasn't enough room to really get a screw in there really well. So we used this stuff called liquid nails, and we let it cure for 24 hours, and it ain't going nowhere. I was a little worried it'd be flimsy or something, but it is solid. So we got that taken care of, and we're going to get through this next section here for the ENB stuff, and keep going on with the guide. So I can actually start
Well, it
this and
hasn't
collapse
really
all
changed
these.
that much since we
There we
last
go.
played. It's been far too long in my opinion, but we are still by far the most powerful being in the known universe, with the ability to defeat just about everything. You know, it's probably best we demonstrate our abilities with, say, this Whiterun guard over here. Hello, my friend. Punch, and he's dead in one go. Yeah, it's as easy as that. Oh, did anyone spot that? No, that's fine. So why is Rihanna Keeves just so powerful? Well, it has quite a few things to do with the items of clothing which he wears. Rihanna Keeves wears a nice little hat which improves created potions by 25%. That's not much, but it could be better. The real power of Rihanna Keeves comes in the form of these leather braces here. Created potions are 6,000% more powerful. Now that is very useful. Equally, we have a necklace and some silver rings which do basically the same thing. We also have one silver ring which improves pickpocket success chance by 10,000%. And of course I forgot we have the Yeet Force 90,000, a legendary set of heavy armor gauntlets which mean unarmed strikes do, that's a lot of damage. But we're not here to use our unarmed strikes. Instead, we're going to be using a basic crappy sword and going on an adventure to secure a knife in Skyrim. You see, there are many different forms of knives in this game. We could go for the humble dagger, but a humble dagger in my opinion is not a true knife. What we are searching for is an actual stabby knife. Sadly, there's only about 5 of them in Skyrim, so we're going to have a challenge to find just one. That's exactly what we're going to do. So away Rihanna Keeves goes. Oh, it's been so long. I'm so excited I haven't even reminded you all to sit back, relax, and even give a like to the video. That's just how much I want to dive into this world. Mostly just because we're literally running around with a god, but you know, remember this isn't a god who we've kind of made this way due to cheaty console commands or modding of the game. This is actually just a 100% developer approved way of playing Skyrim. Technically speaking, we haven't done anything the game says you shouldn't do, and it technically isn't cheating either. It's just creative use of some mechanics in the games. Right, so our first destination is going to be to grab that knife, and there should be one knife positioned all the way over in Solitude, so we're going to be running on over to Solitude to be borrowing that knife. Now there are of course a few different ways to get to Solitude. We can take the fast travel system. Instead, we're going to take horse travel. Oh, I accidentally stole this horse. Oh well, I'm sure no one will mind. So what you want to do with your horse is simply take it to this rock, push it over, and then sink the horse into the floor, and then escape and get off the horse. And now watch as our character phases into the Shadow Realm, and hopefully we'll be one step closer to Solitude. Game, have you crashed? Game, Todd, respond to me. Oh god, the console's not even working. He's trying to lock me out of the system. Look, I know Rihanna Keeves is very powerful, Todd, but you've just got to let him be. I know you made a fantastically perfectly balanced game with no flaws whatsoever or even exploits, but just allow me to cheese the systems, please, Todd. Oh god. Wow. We've actually made it, although my horse is in a bit of a unique situation. Not sure how gravity is taking effect here, but nonetheless, thank you, Skyrim. So, we've arrived at a very unique place. You might recognize us immediately, and if you do, Jesus Christ, you've probably played far too much of this game. Hey, this is the lovely trading docks just south of Solitude. Now, in the warehouse over here, there is a very special, unique item which we're wanting to get our hands on. So let's go say hi to this fantastic area. It's basically just a trading company. They own a dockyard, and probably not going to be too happy with me digging about their warehouse, but you know, good old East Empire Company, 100% not ripping off a completely different company with a similar-ish sounding name. I know what your game is. Anyway, we need to make our way inside the lovely East India Trading Warehouse to find ourselves a knife. Now, getting inside would actually be quite a challenge. Not too sure just how well we could go about doing this, but apparently if I crouch here, I am actually completely invisible to everyone, so I'm just gonna break my way inside of here.
I know it doesn't look like I'm doing. I'm just reading stuff. I'm just here.
Let's drop down a quick save though. I'm not particularly sure why the game allows me to do this, but you know it does. And wow, yep, it's as easy as that. Let's go inside the East India. Let's go inside the East Empire Company warehouse. My brain wants to keep calling it the East India Company warehouse, but you know. Alright, now that we're in here, fantastic. Where is my stabby knife? Also, I should probably level up because I have a bunch of spare skills. And as you can see, our health is, it's quite good. Our alchemy is not too bad either. Now, in one of the buildings on the upper levels around here, there is a... Why the hell is there a goat in here? Sorry, this is a warehouse. Why is there a goat? You know, I'm just not going to ask any questions. Oh, there's a guard. Oh, he wants me to leave. Well, it's fine because I can just stealth away. And for some reason, I'm really good at stealth. Anyway, I'm out of here. Oh god, there's another one. Crouchy times. Oh, and now they want to fight me. No, I'm just leaving this place. Please ignore me. I'm looking for a knife. That is all. Is it up here in this hut somewhere? On this table, maybe? No, I think it's the other side. Anyway, I'm improving my stealthy abilities. Just gonna sneak our way around this warehouse. Don't mind me. I'm just a very large, ridiculously powerful man sleuthing around. You shouldn't ask any questions. Okay, right, I didn't want to have to do this, but if you're certain, I will have to punch you. Oh, this is awkward. All this for just a knife, and I'm pretty sure it's up in this house and everything. Sorry, excuse me, just let me through here. What do we got here? Iron dagger, some gold. Oh, a dock work is here. It's okay, just please ignore me. You can't kill me, so you shouldn't really try. Okay, look, please stop stabbing Rihanna Keeves. Look, knives do nothing. Please. Please, I don't want to have to do this. Can't we just talk about this? No, don't have a chance, do I? Oh, great. Fine, you leave me no choice. Great, 1,000 bounties now added. Go away, guard. Last witness killed. Oh, the bounty's been removed. Fantastic. Anyway, over to the other building. Oh my god, I just checked the wiki. The knife's not even in the warehouse. It's outside of the warehouse, back the way we came. Oh. Great, right, okay. I need to go back round. Wait, what is that? Is that the goat in the water? Seriously, what is the goat doing in here? Oh, the guard's here. Oh, I can pay off my bounty of 1 gold. Sure, I'll do that. And now it's just going to teleport me back outside the front door, please? Please don't throw me in the middle of nowhere, Skyrim. Nope, you've thrown me right into the middle of solitude. Fantastic. Right, fast travel down to the warehouses. And yes, it should be inside of this building here that we find our fantastic knife. So let's go up to the 2nd floor. And here we go. On a plate, we have it. Yes, the knife. This is one of 4 knives in Skyrim which actually can be wielded as a weapon, and as you can see, it's unique. It's pretty tiny, pretty small, pretty stabby. Its biggest drawback is that it only does 2 damage, meaning it's not actually that powerful. What is my horse doing there? Put into perspective just how weak this weapon is. Let me drop down a quick save and demonstrate. Stab, stab. It's really not doing much here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we can't fight people. This knife's not going to be enough. Like, even with like a really heavy power swing, sure we can kill someone. It's just going to take half an hour. Anyway, now that we have our knife, it's time for us to travel right back to Whiterun, as we have some science to do. Well, actually, before then, we should probably see about trying to duplicate our knife. You see, there are a handful of ways to duplicate items in Skyrim. One way is to use the Whiterun doors trick if you have a couple of followers. However, I prefer to use the autosave item duplication glitch, which is a bit temperamental at best, but when it works, it really works. So what you want to do is you want to drop your item, then pick it up, wave it in front of you, and then press the autosave button, and then immediately spam the E key, and hopefully the amount of times you press the E key is the amount of times you're going to get this item. So, and if we check our items and go to weapons, nope, we only have 1 knife. Fine, we're going to have to duplicate it via the other boring means. Now, after a while spent duplicating knives using the Whiterun doors / just slowing down my CPU with a bunch of throttles and spamming the F5 and pickup key, I've managed to get myself 5 weapon-based knives to work with. Now, knives are good fun. You can do a lot with a knife, and so we're going to do a crazy amount with our knives, because you see, by itself a knife isn't actually all too powerful. Just 2 damage, it's not going to really kill anyone, or if it does, it's going to take you about half an hour. It's honestly about as effective a weapon as a small potato vaguely resembling a shiv. Now, with our 5 knives, we're going to make some knives of basically varying degrees of impressiveness. At the moment, we don't actually have any items on which are going to make our enchantments any more powerful, and consequently we're going to be making the lowest quality flaming knife actually imaginable. So for that, we're going to want our basic knife, our enchantment of fire damage, because of course at the end of the day that's basically just heat. And yes, it would appear if we use our fantastic Grand Soul Gem, we can make it so that our knife can deal 20 points of burn damage to a target. So let's rename this item. This is no longer just a knife. This is going to be the level 10 knife, or the 10 degree knife. It's nothing too powerful. Honestly, it's just going to feel like a slight tingling burning sensation. So all in all, not the best knife in the world. However, I do believe we still have an enchantment potion lying around somewhere. Ah, here we go. For 30 seconds, items enchanted are 3,000 times stronger. Now this seems more like it. And you know what, I think we're going to chug that potion to just see how powerful an item we can enchant when we chug our glorious potions. Now this is only going to last 30 seconds, so we need to be quick with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Right, Rihanna Keeves, chug the potion which is temporarily going to make you the greatest enchanter the world has ever seen, and let's go make ourselves a knife. So we go into our arcane enchanter, grab our item of knife, enchantment of fire damage, soul gem of course, 7,000 something charges. I want soul gem, grand soul gem, and then can we rename item? I want the 100 degree knife here because I reckon we can go higher than this, and let's hit craft. Okay, bam, we've just made ourselves the 10-degree knife as well as the 100-degree knife. One can only do about 20 worth of fire damage, the other can do about 7,000. As you can guess, one is slightly more powerful than the other. So we've actually been given a mission by the Jarl to defeat a bandit camp, so we're going to go say hi to them. It's just a simple case of kill the bandit leader at the Silent Moon's camp. We can do that, no problem. Alright, here we go, it's the Silent Moon's camp. I'm pretty sure we did come here once before and murder everyone, so there's probably not going to be too much conflict, if I'm honest. Oh wait, no, they've got someone up here doing something. What's going on in here? Oh, fantastic, we've got a bunch of bandits. Okay, right, let's hit them with this knife. Okay, evidently the knife in my right hand is the knife of immediate death, and this one, oh, that's the 20 points of fire damage. There we go. The 10-degree knife, it's okay. Couple of swings to murder someone. 2,000-degree knife, well, it just immediately murdered Janassa. Rest in peace, Janassa. F in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the death pose I think any human being wants to go into. Oh my god, your spider's not going to be happy with that. This man, even worse back posture. My goodness, have these people never even visited a chiropractor? This is terrible. Anyway, this is good. It would appear we murdered a huge quantity of bandits, but we still haven't killed the leader of them, so we're going to go and have to find him, and I do believe he's going to be hiding down below. Although already I can kind of tell that our weapons are pretty powerful, but they could be better, couldn't they? Right, where are those bandits? There we go. We've got a bandit outlaw here. Let me just slash you with that. Okay, right, I'll finish you off with a proper one. And who are you? You're just bandit. You're dead immediately. Oh, I killed the bandit leader. Oh, fantastic. This was actually ridiculously easy. I don't even remember killing anyone called bandit leader, but you know, apparently we did. Anyway, sweet. That was a glorious success. Let's go collect our bounty. All right, what are you going to give me? 100 gold? That's all? My weapons are incredible. You need to pay me more. You have no idea how much the 100-degree knife costs. Oh my god, the 100-degree knife? 100-degree knife is actually only worth 361 gold, whereas the 10-degree knife is worth 545. I'm sorry, but what broken economy system is this? This one does 7,000 points of fire damage. This one does 20. Skyrim, can you not evaluate the difference in power level between the two? Oh my god, this guy, the amount of side-eye I'm being given by Preventus at the moment. This is just downright silly. Anyway, fine, let us make an even more powerful knife. One which even they won't be able to contend with. For that, we're going to need to put back on all of our alchemy stuff, because we need to make ourselves another enchanting potion, but this time even more powerful. So I want my silver ring of increased potion creation, as well as my leather braces of increased potion creation. And you know what? I think we're ready. We're ready to use the alchemy lab. Get off, Farengar. You're just making garbage. I know what I'm making. I'm making true science. I'm putting knives together and we're making them the most powerful weapon in all of Skyrim. Although not that any of you seem to understand what that means. Anyway, we can actually make a fortified enchanting potion. We have the ingredients left over. However, if we were to make it, oh, this isn't the best. It would only be that items enchanted to 3,000 stronger, and that's already what we have. So, do we have anything else which is better? We'll make one fortified restoration spell. Crafting this one potion is actually 100,000 gold worth of potion, so that's kind of just a demonstration of what we're working with here.
Okay, I'm running into a problem here. It's like, let's go over here. The step guide is telling me that I checked the scrambled bugs mod and there isn't any to hide. Where do I look for it? There we go. But you won't find that file. This is because that comes in the Creation Club content specifically from the Saints and Seducers package. It is installed as part of your official game files. Oh, okay. Where to look? Check your Skyrim data folder. Okay. So, special edition data meshes. Wait now. Oh my gosh. Let's look for it here. What is this? Data Meshes Creation Club BGSSSE BG such as to hide this file without editing the BSA, do one of the following. Create a dummy mod or use an existing patch mod. Inside it, create the folder. Create an empty dummy file that will override the original file. Okay. Inside it, create the folder path. Alright, so
And already we're just going to chug this bad boy. Oh, right, this is going to be a lot. Increased potion making of about 12,000%. Back into the alchemy lab. Let's make ourselves a potion. Alright, fortify enchanting. Bam, bam, bam. Craft. Is this going to work? Okay, apparently the restoration potion hasn't actually triggered because our circlet here, which normally provides only 25% improved alchemy, is now offering 3,000. Same for the leather braces. So we're just going to basically wear them and put them off and on again. And hopefully this should be enough to kick the game into actually realizing just how powerful we are. Bam, bam. There we go. That's more like it. Items are enchanted of 30,000% stronger. Let's also make a forge one as well for no particular reason. Actually, we've just made a potion of damaged stamina. I like the look of this. What on earth is this? We've just made a brand new potion. You know what, whilst we're at it, let's just mix a couple of random ingredients together. Bone meal and Daedra heart. Craft it. Created a potion of resist fire. Okay, let's mix a couple of other stuff. That one just failed. That's okay. Potion of restore health. I like the look of that one. Created a poison of damage health. There we go. We've made some pretty incredible potions just over the last couple of seconds, some of which I'm very happy with. Yeah, some of them are just downright going to be stupid. Like the poison of damage health and the poison of damage stamina. These are just crazy because, I mean, you drink this and you immediately die, but for a brief 30-second window, you become the greatest enchanter the world has ever seen. Almost as good as our potion of paralysis, which lasts 3,000 seconds, but I reckon we could make a better potion of paralysis. There is one thing I would like to try though, and that's with our fantastical silver ring of pickpocketing, which basically means our pickpocketing success is 10,000% better. And there is a skill in pickpocketing where basically if you drop a potion into someone's pocket, they immediately receive the effects of the potion. So I've invested a perk point into basically making myself the best pickpocket in the world, and I think it's time we actually try out our glorious pickpocketing abilities on just some random unknown person. So let's find a useless random Whiterun guard like good old Dave here, doing his patrol of the walls. He's doing great, he's having a lovely day. The only downside is we're about to drop something in his pockets. No, we're not dropping the enchanter's draft in to make Dave a really good enchanter. We're also not going to drop in just a regular poison because that's boring. We're dropping in the poison of damage health. You see, Dave for a brief period of time is actually going to drink the most valuable potion in all of Skyrim. Valued at roughly 19 million gold, Dave is hopefully going to be hit with a potion which causes 1.5 million's worth of poison damage. The only downside is, due to the value of this potion, we actually have a 0% chance to place. So due to the immense value of the item we're putting into his pocket, for some reason that's how Skyrim basically actually calculates whether an item can be placed in. Not its size or its weight, just the actual value. Consequently, we're going to try and drop in this potion of just immediate death, and there's a chance, in fact there's a very high 100% chance that he's going to notice this, but let's give it a try nonetheless. Oh wait, this is just poisoning my knife. No. I want to give. Oh my god, it just works anyway. Well, he's dead. What a shame. For one brief moment, he was technically the richest man alive in terms of just value of potions contained in body. Oh, hello, courier. You're looking for me. Please ignore the dead body behind me. Great, he gave me an item. Oh, and also the courier is famously someone you can't actually kill, so I'm gonna try and instead hit him with a legendary potion of paralysis. We've got a 0% chance to place, but you know, it's worth a try. Bam, give it to him, and he's gone. You see, you can't actually kill the courier, but what you can do is you can turn his body into just a potato. He's not looking the best at the moment, I must say. Yeah, let me quickly clean up his body. Right, bam, I'm just gonna drop this on the floor, and then just, there we go, push it this way. Get rid of it. Come on. Go away, Mr. Letterboy. No, basket, come back. No one will notice. He slipped and fell. Quick, someone help him. He's fallen and he can't get up.
Oh, cool.
Go in the water. Go.
All right, y'all. The groceries are here.
In there. There we go. He's in the water. Lovely. Oh, look at him swim. He's having a lovely swim right now. Yes, that is not how bodies float. But you know, that's fine. This is fine. Anyway, I'll see you later, Courier, in about 3,000 seconds time when you eventually wake up.
We'll stream for like another hour or two, then I gotta
good
cook a
old
lot of food.
Hemsgear here with the potion of stamina.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's
I'll be
go to
right back.
Potions and drop our potion of damage stamina. There we go. Give it to him. And wow, he's fine. He just took 1 million's worth of stamina damage and he's still standing. What an incredible man. You know what? I'm not going to ask any questions. Maybe no one realized just how powerful that man is. What's up, guard? Please ignore the floating, very rigid messenger in the water. God, I love potions. They're great fun. Anyway, it's time for us to do some enchanting and potentially cause the game to crash at the same time. So let's get our potion of enchanting, which is going to make items enchanted stronger by 300,000% for quite a while. Let's quickly pop that one, and it's time for us to enchant yet another knife. This time, it's going to be the 1,000 degree knife. So we're going to get our knife, go to enchantments, select fire damage. We need to drop this down just a little bit. There we go. That's perfect. Give it a grand soul gem, and let's rename this item. This time, it is the 1,000 degree knife. Bam, perfect, and craft. Oh yes, this is going to be a good one. Statistically speaking, this is a weapon which is going to do 68 million points of fire damage just immediately, actually, all in one go, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our 1,000 degree knife. Skyrim's currently most powerful weapon by far, with a base damage of just 3 and a value of only 361. This is the most powerful weapon in all of Skyrim. Let's go give this bad boy a try. Now, I've moved myself over to a nice clear open space where we have a bunch of woolly mammoths, and I'm going to try and defeat basically a very large amount of very mean beastie boys. Anyway, let me just quickly evaporate this mammoth with a knife. Yeah, he's done for. And you too. There we go. And we got another mammoth. I'm sorry, this is how you guys went extinct, isn't it? A guy with a tiny butter knife who has the ability to incinerate everything instantaneously. I mean, this knife is just actually ridiculous. Anyway, I need to fight something big and powerful. Oh, actually, there's a messenger over there. That's something easy to fight. Is there some trader on an escort mission with a dude helping him out? Yeah, actually, it's stabby time. Who are you? Imperial soldier and a noble. You've nothing to say to me. Oh my god. Okay, right. Sorry, Imperial soldier. You're gone. Your horse is now dead immediately. What on earth was that? I'm sorry, was the horse just standing there like, okay, right, I need to let my owner dismount, and only then can I commit die. Oh, right. Mr. Nobleman. Alright, just come, try. There you go. I can just block you with my butter knife. There you go. How does that feel? Can't even damage me. I mean, you haven't even got much of a sword yourself. You've just got a tiny knife. Right, let me put you out your misery. There we go. That's what you get for having only a steel dagger. I'm sorry, horse, though. That was very funny. Alright, so in this lovely open landscape, I have an idea. I'd like to try and fight a dragon, but not just any dragon, you see, ladies and gentlemen. A great big fiery dragon. The reason why is because when we were making our wacky potions, we accidentally created a potion of resist fire, which is unique because it's a potion of resist fire which is going to apparently negate 900% of fire damage for 60 seconds. I'm interested to see roughly what that means. Admittedly, Rihanna Keeves can't die anyway because he has about 2.4 million health, but you know, it's always worth a shot. So here we have it. I've just spawned myself a dragon, and hopefully this bad boy's got some fire attacks in him, but there's only really one way to know. That's to have him actually fly into me. Come on. He's looking a bit spindly and white, so I'm hoping there's a bit of flame in him. Come on, hit me with some flame. God damn it, I chose the frost dragon. Come on, come down here, please. Let me hit you. Come here, make it a fair fight. I can't reach you up there. Oi, you cheeky bugger. There we go, just land. Land, there we go. Fantastic, this is game balance. Let me hit your tail. Let me just hit your tail just a little bit. God damn it, there's not much reach on this butter knife. Oh, I hit a wolf instead. I've contracted rock joint. Oh no, Rihanna Keeves. He sadly got early onset rock joint. This is terrible. Come on, Frost Dragon, come down here. What am I meant to do to you when you're flying around up there? Just land. Land, please. Right, I'm gonna wait, and one day you'll land. I'm actually having to plink at you with a bloody bow and arrow because you're an absolute pain. Fun fact when it comes to archery in Skyrim, if you ever wondered why there's not many exploits showing you how to get good at archery, it's because the fortify like archery damage exploit only goes up to about 256 because the archery skill in Skyrim is bugged, and if you go any higher than that, your bow and arrow is actually going to do less damage. Another interesting fact is that the skill is also bugged for archery, and for some reason, any skill which improves your archery damage also improves your unarmed damage, which is pretty strange because that basically means if you want to go for an unarmed build, just make a bunch of potions to increase your archery damage by 100%, and suddenly your unarmed damage is increased by 100%. See, that's an exploit I didn't even know when I made the last video. Let me try and shiv you. Come on, let me add it. Let me add him. Oh my god, let me add his bloody tail. No, this is just not going to work at all. Right, I'm actually going to have to summon the Ebony Warrior to help me fight a dragon, and then I'm going to have to kill the Ebony Warrior after he kills the dragon. Hopefully that's how this is going to work. And here we go, we got the Ebony Warrior here. Now, Ebony Warrior, I know you want to fight me, but instead, could I please entice you to fight the dragon behind you instead of flinging my body around the bloody map? Mr. Ebony Warrior, please. Why can I jump when I'm trying to stand up? Okay. Ebony Warrior, we've had our disagreements in the past, but I just need a bit of cooperation so that we can deal with the massive frost dragony thing here, which is just doing circles and not much else in particular. What? Have I just been hit by paralysis arrow? Oh god, Rihanna Keeves, no! Wake up, my boy! Oh no. Oh no, this is not good actually. Right, there we go, stand up. Why can you jump while standing up? Why is this okay? It makes the standing up animations very derpy. Alright, Ebony Warrior, I'm sorry, but you need to get yeeted in one single swing, of course. Right, and can I have your bow and arrow, please? I need it. And the ebony arrows. There we go, I can kind of just leave the rest on the ground, but I'm gonna need that bow and arrow to take down that bloody dragon. Oh my god, the dragon landed. The dragon landed. Oh my god, finally. Right, knife time. It's knife time, ladies and gentlemen. And a stab. And it's gone. Oh my god, next time we're getting a fire dragon. Nice dragons suck. These are terrible. When would anyone want one of these in the game? Right, now can I have a flamey dragon? Right, bam, I've spawned an actual proper elder dragon, which this time is going to breathe fire. Come on, like dragons probably should do. Hit me with the flame. I want to know. Oh, you even land on the ground. That's nice. That's really nice of you. Right. Fire. Amazing. Right. Is it doing damage? Let's quickly check. Nope, it's done no damage. Great. So we can't even test if my potion of resist fire is going to even work. But for a brief period, let's try it anyway. Right. We can now resist 900% of fire, and he's dead. We're going to need more dragons. Right. That's more like it. 7 elder dragons now to contend with a man who can one-hit everything and also can resist fire, is immortal, and there we go. That's more like it. Have we taken damage? We still haven't taken damage. Right, hit me with the fire. There we go. That's a lot of fire now. This is a huge amount of fire. We still haven't taken any damage though. That's an issue. Come on, bite me. Physically bite me. There we go. Just put it in my face. Rihanna Keeves is lit up like a Christmas tree at the moment, but it's not actually really killing him. Yeah, you know what? This is fine.
Thank you for bearing
this is
with me.
perfectly fine. Just one guy being lit on
Actually
fire.
came on time.
Something almost relatively artistic about what we're seeing here today.
Are we doing
ladies and
okay? Are we still
gentlemen.
streaming?
It really is. It's just
Yeah.
modern art right now. It really is. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. This is a
Okay,
brief
what were we
look
doing?
into what Rihanna
Oh,
Keeves'
that's
soul
right.
is like. It's just a brewing fire, really. My goodness. Have we taken Skyrim too far? Probably yes, but the developers, you know, they don't mind. It's fine. Skyrim is a game which anyone can play in whatever way they feel like it. If that means 7 elder dragons trying to defeat an immortal god, then so be it. You know, it's time to clean up some of these dragons. Sorry, you're gone. You need to be gone too, sorry. You could end up with a pile of dead elder dragons lying around here. If only this game would let you jump and swing and hit at the same time. Right, and you're gone. Oh, you're next. You are next. You should not have landed on the ground. There we go. Another dead one. Just 3 more to go now. Right, who's brave enough to land next? Oh, you are. What a mistake to make. Swing and hit. Perfect. Is there even any space to land which isn't just a dragon's corpse? Oh, you found a space. Good job, elder dragon. A swing and a hit. You're gone. There's like a brief flame from when the tiny fork hits them and incinerates their entire body. Watch this, there we go, bam. You see there's a very brief period of flame and then the body kind of just jiggles around. Fun fact, I've never actually finished the main questline of Skyrim because I got to the final mission of the game and then all of the AIs glitched out and I couldn't finish the game. Thank you, Todd Howard. I 100% still don't hold it against you, and it's 100% not the reason why I make videos on your game where I find issues with them. I promise. God damn it, I want my fun back. You know what, I think that might be it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen, but Rihanna Keeves' adventure into Skyrim isn't over at all. There are a few more things I want to try out. I want to see if we can actually make archery a viable skill set in
Okay, I'm sure this is good. I appreciate y'all bearing with me. I'm sure this is going to become a lot more engaging as soon as we get done. We're good. We're doing good. We got this last bit of post processing mods to install. We successfully generated the grass cache. Yeah. Just collapse everything. Collapse all. There we go. And let's just expand that right there. That's what we're working on right there. Okay.
Skyrim and try and finish the game with about as many exploits as you're used to in these videos and with hopefully as much ease. And then there's also magic in Skyrim, because you see, in the previous Elder Scroll titles, magic was literally a game-breaking thing which would take players from just having minor buffs and bonuses to genuine godhood, and most of the time it wasn't even an exploit, it was just intended use of game mechanics. Now of course when it came to Skyrim, Todd Howard saw this and decided to nerf it completely and utterly by making it so that you couldn't, say, levitate, you couldn't boost your own stats and so on, and also took away the ability to make your own spells, which is really disappointing. So the mage build of Skyrim, whilst it is still viable, it's 100% nowhere near as powerful as it should be, and so we could take a look into making it oh so more powerful, couldn't we, Rihanna? Yes we could, I know you want to, I know you do, you really do, your beautiful face, it's written all over that you want to become the greatest mage the world has ever seen. So I'll leave it up to you, the love.
No, that's my job. I want to become the greatest mage the world has ever seen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're moving on. We're moving on to the next one.
Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, he's back. He's more powerful than ever before. It's Rihanna Keeves, back in Skyrim to increase his power level even further, that's right. In the last episode, we made him quite possibly the most powerful being in the known universe, with the ability to punch a hole in time and space itself with his bare hands. We created a set of braces so powerful that the wearer could achieve the damage cap with just one single swing. That's how powerful we made Rihanna Keeves. Equally, he has the most health imaginable, making him basically immortal. This man cannot be defeated in combat. But today, Rihanna Keeves is going to do something he's never done before. We're going to take Rihanna Keeves on an adventure in Skyrim to see if we can create the 1000 degree knife. I know, you might remember that 1000 degree knife from such YouTube hits as the entire trending page throughout an entire period of 2019 or 2018. Goodness, I can't remember what day it was on the internet. But nonetheless, you're going to be joining myself and Rihanna Keeves today on our fantastical adventure through Skyrim to become the most powerful being alive, thanks to a little help of just a common household knife. Naturally, you're going to be joined by myself, the Spiffing Brit, as well as my fantastical, ever-refilling mug of Yorkshire tea. I drink it so it gives me powers. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Oh, look at that camera pan. And we're out the world now. God, I love this game. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while, but Skyrim hasn't really changed that much since we last played. It's been far too long in my opinion, but we are still by far the most powerful being in the known universe, with the ability to defeat just about everything. You know, it's probably best we demonstrate our abilities with, say, this Whiterun guard over here. Hello, my friend. Punch! And he's dead in one go. Yeah, it's as easy as that. Oh, did anyone spot that? No, that's fine. So why is Rihanna Keeves just so powerful? Well, it has quite a few things to do with the items of clothing which he wears. Rihanna Keeves wears a nice little hat which improves created potions by 25%. That's not much, but it could be better. The real power of Rihanna Keeves comes in the form of these leather braces here. Created potions are 6,000% more powerful. Now that is very useful. Equally, we have a necklace and some silver rings which do basically the same thing. We also have one silver ring which improves pickpocket success chance by 10,000%. And of course I forgot we have the Yeet Force 90,000, a legendary set of heavy armor gauntlets which mean unarmed strikes do, that's a lot of damage. But we're not here to use our unarmed strikes. Instead, we're going to be using a basic crappy sword and going on an adventure to secure a knife in Skyrim. You see, there are many different forms of knives in this game. We could go for the humble dagger, but a humble dagger in my opinion is not a true knife. What we are searching for is an actual stabby knife. Sadly, there's only about 5 of them in Skyrim, so we're going to have a challenge to find just one. That's exactly what we're going to do. So away Rihanna Keeves goes. Oh, it's been so long. I'm so excited I haven't even reminded you all to sit back, relax, and even give a like to the video. That's just how much I want to dive into this world. Mostly just because we're literally running around with a god, but you know, remember this isn't a god who we've kind of made this way due to cheaty console commands or modding of the game. This is actually just a 100% developer approved way of playing Skyrim. Technically speaking, we haven't done anything the game says you shouldn't do, and it technically isn't cheating either. It's just creative use of some mechanics mechanics in the games. Right, so our first destination is going to be to grab that knife, and there should be one knife positioned all the way over in Solitude, so we're going to be running on over to Solitude to be borrowing that knife. Now there are of course a few different ways to get to Solitude. We can take the fast travel system. Instead we're going to take horse travel. Oh, I accidentally stole this horse. Oh well, I'm sure no one will mind. So what you want to do with your horse is simply take it to this rock, push it over, and then sink the horse into the floor, and then escape and get off the horse. And now watch as our character phases into the Shadow Realm, and hopefully we'll be one step closer to Solitude. Game, have you crashed? Game, Todd, respond to me. Oh god, the console's not even working. He's trying to lock me out of the system. Look, I know Riano Keeves is very powerful, Todd, but you've just got to let him be. I know you made a fantastically perfectly balanced game with no flaws whatsoever or even exploits, but just allow me to cheese the systems, please, Todd. Oh god. Wow. We've actually made it, although my horse is in a bit of a unique situation. Not sure how gravity is taking effect here, but nonetheless, thank you, Skyrim. So, we've arrived at a very unique place. You might recognize this immediately, and if you do, Jesus Christ, you've probably played far too much of this game. Hey, this is the lovely trading docks just south of Solitude. Now, in the warehouse over here, there is a very special, unique item which we're wanting to get our hands on. So let's go say hi to this fantastic area. It's basically just a trading company. They own a dockyard, and probably not going to be too happy with me digging about their warehouse, but you know, good old East Empire company, 100% not ripping off a completely different company with a similar-ish sounding name. I know what your game is. Anyway, we need to make our way inside the lovely East India Trading warehouse to find ourselves a knife. Now, getting inside would actually be quite a challenge. Not too sure just how well we could go about doing this, but apparently if I crouch here, I am actually...
I gotta repack a mod because the mod author didn't set it up correctly. So that's what you're about to see me do. It's basically just extract the thing, recreate it, add the missing folder, and then compile it again.
Completely invisible to everyone, so I'm just gonna break my way inside of here. Let's drop down a quick save though. I'm not particularly sure why the game allows me to do this, but you know it does. And wow, yep, it's as easy as that. Let's go inside the East India. Let's go inside the East Empire Company warehouse. My brain wants to keep calling it the East India Company warehouse, but you know. All right, now that we're in here, fantastic. Where is my stabby knife? Also, I should probably level up because I have a bunch of spare skills, and as you can see, our health is it's quite good. Our alchemy is not too bad either. Now, in one of the buildings on the upper levels around here, there is a... Why the hell is there a goat in here? Sorry, this is a warehouse. Why is there a goat? You know, I'm just not going to ask any questions. Oh, there's a guard. Oh, he wants me to leave. Well, it's fine because I can just stealth away, and for some reason, I'm really good at stealth. Anyway, I'm out of here. Oh god, there's another one. Crouchy times. Oh, and now they want to fight me. No, I'm just leaving this place. Please ignore me. I'm looking for a knife, that is all. Is it up here in this hut somewhere? On this table, maybe? No, I think it's the other side. Anyway, I'm improving my stealthy abilities. Just gonna sneak our way around this warehouse. Don't mind me. I'm just a very large, ridiculously powerful man sleuthing around. You shouldn't ask any questions. Okay, right. I didn't want to have to do this, but if you're certain, I will have to punch you. Oh, this is awkward. All this for just a knife. And I'm pretty sure it's up in this house and everything. So, excuse me, just let me through here. What do we got here? Iron dagger, some gold. Oh, a dock worker's here. It's okay, just please ignore me. You can't kill me, so you shouldn't really try. Okay, look, please stop stabbing Riano Keeves. Your knives do nothing. Please, I don't want to have to do this. Can't we just talk about this? No, don't have a chance, do I? Oh, great. Fine, you leave me no choice. Great, 1,000 bounties now added. Go away, guard. Last witness killed. Oh, bounty's been removed. Fantastic. Anyway, over to the other building. Oh my god, I just checked the wiki. The knife's not even in the warehouse. It's outside of the warehouse, back the way we came. Oh. Great, right, okay. I need to go back round. Wait, what is that? Is that the goat in the water? Seriously, what is the goat doing in here? Oh, the guard's here. Oh, I can pay off my bounty of 1 gold. Sure, I'll do that. And now it's just going to teleport me back outside the front door, please? Please don't throw me in the middle of nowhere, Skyrim. Nope, you've thrown me right into the middle of Solitude. Fantastic. Right, fast travel down to the warehouses. And yes, it should be inside of this building here that we find our fantastic knife. So let's go up to the 2nd floor. And here we go. On a plate, we have it. Yes, the knife. This is one of 4 knives in Skyrim, which actually can be wielded as a weapon. And as you can see, it's unique. It's pretty tiny, pretty small, pretty stabby. Its biggest drawback is that it only does 2 damage, meaning it's not actually that powerful. What is my horse doing there? Put into perspective just how weak this weapon is. Let me drop down a quick save and demonstrate. Stab. It's really not doing much here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we can't fight people. This knife's not going to be enough. Like, even with like a really heavy power swing, sure, we can kill someone. It's just going to take half an hour. Anyway, now that we have our knife, it's time for us to travel right back to Whiterun, as we have some science to do. Well, actually, before then, we should probably see about trying to duplicate our knife. You see, there are a handful of ways to duplicate items in Skyrim. One way is to use the Whiterun doors trick if you have a couple of followers. However, I prefer to use the autosave item duplication glitch, which is a bit temperamental at best, but when it works, it really works. So what you want to do is you want to drop your item, then pick it up, wave it in front of you, and then press the autosave button, and then immediately spam the E key, and hopefully the amount of times you press the E key is the amount of times you're going to get this item. So, and if we check our items and go to weapons, nope, we only have one knife. Fine, we're going to have to duplicate it via the other boring means. Now, after a while spent duplicating knives using the Whiterun doors / just slowing down my CPU with a bunch of throttles and spamming the F5 and pickup key, I've managed to get myself 5 weapon-based knives to work with. Now, knives are good fun. You can do a lot with a knife, and so we're going to do a crazy amount with our knives, because you see, by itself a knife isn't actually all too powerful. Just 2 damage, it's not going to really kill anyone, or if it does, it's going to take you about half an hour. It's honestly about as effective a weapon as a small potato, vaguely resembling a shiv. Now, with our 5 knives, we're going to make some knives of basically varying degrees of impressiveness. At the moment, we don't actually have any items on which are going to make our enchantments any more powerful, and consequently we're going to be making the lowest quality flaming knife actually imaginable. So for that, we're going to want our basic knife, our enchantment of fire damage, because of course at the end of the day that's basically just heat. And yes, it would appear if we use our fantastic Grand Soul Gem, we can make it so that our knife can deal 20 points of burn damage to a target. So let's rename this item. This is no longer just a knife. This is going to be the level 10 knife, or the 10 degree knife. It's nothing too powerful. Honestly, it's just going to feel like a slight tingling burning sensation. So all in all, not the best knife in the world. However, I do believe we still have an enchantment potion lying around somewhere. Ah, here we go. For 30 seconds, items enchanted are 3,000 times stronger. Now this seems more like it. And you know what, I think we're gonna chug that potion to just see how powerful an item we can enchant when we chug our glorious potions. And
Got
this
it.
is only going to last 30 seconds, so we need to be quick with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Right, Rihanna Keeves, chug the potion which is temporarily going to make you the greatest enchanter the world has ever seen, and let's go make ourselves a knife. So we go into our arcane enchanter, grab our item of knife, enchantment of fire damage, soul gem of course, 7,000 something charges. I want soul gem, grand soul gem, and then can we rename item? I want the 100 degree knife here because I reckon we can go higher than this, and let's hit craft. Okay, bam, we've just made ourselves the 10 degree knife as well as the 100 degree knife. One can only do about 20 worth of fire damage, the other can do about 7,000. As you can guess, one is slightly more powerful than the other. So we've actually been given a mission by the Jarl to defeat a bandit camp, so we're going to go say hi to them. It's just a simple case of kill the bandit leader at the Silent Moon's camp. We can do that, no problem. Alright, here we go, it's the Silent Moon's camp. I'm pretty sure we did come here once before and murder everyone, so there's probably not going to be too much conflict, if I'm honest. Oh wait, no, they've got someone up here doing something. What's going on in here? Oh,
This is the exact same one we saw. It's the same length and
Let's hit
everything.
them with this knife.
Oh, every video's in here
Yo,
twice.
Balgruuf. My goodness, what a dude. Take this,
Huh.
Balgruuf. Bye-bye, Balgruuf. Ah, perfect. Skyrim.
That's a cheeky way to get your view numbers up. You make a playlist for your channel and you put every video twice. It's probably some sort of mistake. Maybe he's doing that to hack. He's probably exploiting the YouTube. He's exploiting the YouTube playlist. He's got all of his videos in twice. To get those, he's got to pump up those numbers as rookie numbers.
Exactly as it was intended. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Spiffing Brit, and today we're back.
And somebody like me who's not really paying attention just has it on for background and to remind me why I'm spending all this time modding Skyrim. I didn't notice. We probably watched 3 or 4 of these videos twice in a row.
in Skyrim, doing something absolutely stupid with Rihanna Keeves. We are going to see if it is physically possible to paralyze every single NPC inside of Skyrim. I know, this has never been done before. Why? Because it's a very stupid and silly idea. And secondly, because no one's ever had the power to do so. But ladies and gentlemen, we have Rihanna Keeves, the strongest video game character ever created. If you need to know why he's so powerful, just look at all the videos we've done on him. We've created him into being the ultimate being of true power. And in today's video, we're going to freeze the entire world of Skyrim using simple paralysis potions. I know. Every single NPC in Skyrim is going to get stuck in place, and I don't really know what it's going to do to the story. Probably entirely derail it. Is it entirely possible? I don't even know. But there's only one way to find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're sat back, you're relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea, and hey, if you're feeling particularly fantastic today, you might have even given the video a like. Well done, because if you haven't, Rihanna Keeves will paralyze you for 4,000 real-world hours. Anyway, let's dive into this video. So, the first thing we're going to need for this video is a very large amount of preparation. Now, of course, there are many ways to prepare in Skyrim. If you were to say fight a dragon, you'd go and find yourself some good equipment, some good armor, and a nice sword. In our case, if you're attempting to paralyze the world, we're going to need a metric ton of ingredients to create paralysis potions. And then we're also going to need to make paralysis potions which are powerful enough to actually last a long enough time. You see, if we were making just paralysis potions which were going to last about 5 seconds, then sure, that's great, but we're not actually going to be able to paralyze the entire kingdom of Skyrim by just having everyone stand still for 5 seconds. We're going to need more time. An example of, say, one potion which would keep people locked in place for a while is this potion of poison of paralysis. It causes a target to be paralyzed for 92,000 seconds, which is equivalent to 25.5 hours, meaning we could paralyze someone in Skyrim, and provided we kept our computer open for an entire real-world day, they'd stay paralyzed, which is very useful to have. So we're going to be needing to make these potions of paralysis. How do you make a potion of paralysis? Well, it's just 2 ingredients. But then again, that's 2 ingredients which we need to gather for every single NPC inside of Skyrim. In total, with the current version of Skyrim, there are exactly 1,016 NPCs in Skyrim. And hope
That's all? 1,016? That, oh man, I could have swore there was more than that. That's one of the cool things about Skyrim. It's when you look at it statistically, it's like the map is smaller than Morrowind by like 20, like it's like 75% smaller than Morrowind's map, and it's only got like 1,000 NPCs in it, but it certainly feels bigger, and that's it's probably some of the best open world level design out there, just because it, you really feel like you're traveling all over the place.
hopefully we're not going to miss anyone. So yes, there are 1,016 people in Skyrim. Technically, there are also 88 extras in the Dragonborn DLC, but we're not going to be fussing about that. So we need ingredients for exactly 1,016 paralysis potions. Fantastic. How on earth we meant to get all of that? Well, I've gone...
Oh, and just quick update. I'm just installing all the EMB stuff. Like, it's see how like this thing's over here and there's no light on the ground, and what this stuff does is it fixes that. So if there's some sort of light emitting thing flying by, you'll actually see the light reflect off the ground or whatever.
All the way up to the Solitude.
So it should make fireballs look really cool at night.
Alchemist shop over here, the Angeline's Aromatics. I know they sell some fantastic ingredients, and we're going to be needing some of these ingredients. So let's wait until it's daytime and then we can go indoors. Now, we've made our way inside of the shop, and the shop is very important because it has several ingredients which we're going to need. Most importantly, canis root. This is an amazing ingredient which is actually really useful. So what we're going to do is we're just going to crouch down behind this pillar here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sniff and suck snot right in front of y'all with my nose right next to the mic.
With the lovely canis root that we need, and we're just gonna steal it. You saw nothing. Seriously, please, you didn't see anything. I don't particularly want to have to kill any NPCs in order to get my goal done, but if it's necessary, it will happen. But also, we can buy straight from Angeline Morad over here, who does sell several ingredients. Now, the ingredients used for paralysis are relatively few and far between. You have several choices as to what you can get. You have briar hearts, canis root, gleam blossom, human flesh, imp stool, nedge jelly, and swamp fungal
Human flesh to make a paralysis potion. Good to know.
pods, all of which aren't particularly difficult to actually get in Skyrim, but getting a large quantity of them is a challenge, and so we're going to be using a few exploits in order to get enough ingredients for all of our paralysis. And sadly, other than imp stools and canis root, we've only been able to get enough ingredients for 1 paralysis potion from this lady, well 2 actually if you count all of the stuff I've stolen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to run away downstairs because I'm sure there's going to be some ingredients down here. Oh fantastic, we'll just steal all of this and then it's time for us to leave before the AIs even suspect anything. Fantastic. Now what have we actually managed to walk away with? Well, we're going to be dropping all the ingredients which aren't actually going to be able to help us with paralysis potions. So there we go, there's all the ingredients we're not actually going to need. We'll just leave them on the floor here. We can probably come back to them another time if we really need them, although we probably won't. Please just ignore all of the rubbish I've put down on the ground. Now we are of course going to need more ingredients, and quite frankly we haven't been given enough, and this lovely vendor's inventory isn't going to reset for another 24 hours. Now instead of waiting for those 24 hours to be up, we are instead going to use our bare hands, drop down a quick save right here, do the old yeet, and then instant quick reload. Well, now that we've quick save punched her and then reloaded, her entire inventory has been reset, and for some reason she's also gained the power to teleport. But because of course we've punched her, her inventory is reset and we can now buy more canis root. Lovely. Other than the canis root though, I'm pretty sure she's completely useless, so once again we're gonna have to drop down a quick save, punch, and then reload. Perfect. Then we can once again buy a briar heart, another canis root, lovely, and that's it. And we're just going to repeat this a couple of times until we've got a few ingredients. Now, many attempts later, we've managed to collect ourselves several new ingredients. We have about 9 briar hearts and 11 canis root. But of course this isn't enough to make 1,000 paralysis potions. We're going to need 1,000 of these each. Oh goodness, this is going to get crazy. Now I've gone inside the winking skeever here because not only does it have
The winking
really
skeever.
strange wall mounts, but also it should hopefully have a mercenary
Why does that sound so dirty?
for myself to buy. I suppose this man we could hire, even if he is just madly dancing with a wall over here in the corner. I don't think he's the mercenary I'm looking for. And you hardly look like a mercenary who's going to very much enjoy Rihanna O'Keefe's company. You're just very much evilly staring him down. Come on, he's even doing his patented romantic smolder. No, it's not working. What does Rihanna O'Keefe normally do when his smolder doesn't work? Oh yeah. I mean, that is the go-to solution normally. Alright, there we go. We can hire Belrand over here, the slight madman. And the reason why we need Belrand is because we need Belrand to duplicate some items for us. Alright, Belrand, we've got to get over 1,000 ingredients together. Oh, it's like baking one really, really big cake. But a cake which is so stale and hard, it immediately makes you go stale and hard for over 24 hours. Warning, if you are stale and hard for over 24 hours, you may want to seek medical attention. My goodness. Anyway, let's quickly travel back to Whiterun. Now, Whiterun's a fantastic place to pull off all of our exploiting shenanigans, mostly because it has a lovely doorway and gatehouse, which is perfect for any item duplications which you want to get done. There are of course many ways to do an item duplication. If you're not running the special edition, you can always just drop an item down on the ground and then spam the autosave and pickup key at the same time. That does work very effectively. In our case, we're duplicating items, and so we're going to need more than just that. Isn't that right, Belrand? Good God, you are incredibly smooth. That forehead. Oh, the way you look into my eyes, Belrand. The way you look into those eyes. Now, what we're going to do with our lovely boy Belrand over here is we're going to command him to follow us. Come on, Belrand. Come on. You're not that fast or attractive or strong or anything really other than just really smooth. My goodness. It's just so unique. You're such a rounded head and yet such a pointy bottom. It just makes no sense. And please don't isolate the pointy bottom audio. Oh no. Never hear the end of it. So all we need to do in order to pull off this exploit is quite simply to drop some items on the ground. We've got briar hearts here. It's all in one big stack, so we're just going to need to spam down R, then hold down the A key, and then hit E for yes. So basically just individually drop all of your briar hearts down on the ground. Once you get to 4, you can just drop them all like so. That's lovely and simple. We're going to keep one in our inventory just for good measure, and then we're also going to drop down each and every single one of these canis roots, and we're just going to drop them down on the ground like so. Fantastic stuff indeed. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to good old Belrand here. There we go. We're going to crouch for no particular reason, and then we're going to say, hey, I need you to do something for me, Belrand. Belrand, please can you pick up all of this stuff on the floor? And we're just going to instruct Belrand to pick up every single thing on the floor. So just have him pick up all of the briar hearts on the ground, all of the random canis roots we've kept lying around on the floor here too. Right, I'm pretty sure Belrand has successfully picked up all of the ingredients necessary, which is fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're just then going to tell him to wait wherever, and then we are going to simply exit from Whiterun and hop back inside of Whiterun. And oh, lo and behold, we're back into Whiterun, and what's this? All of our canis root is lying on the ground here. Fantastic. So we'll just pick all of that back up again. Lovely stuff. Oh, and some briar hearts too, and some canis root on the floor. Oh, not as many briar hearts as I was hoping for, probably because we were interrupted by one of the Whiterun guards over there whilst we were trying to pull this off. Hey, let's talk to Belrand, because hey, I need to trade some things with you, Belrand. Oh look, you've got all of my briar hearts. Oh lovely, and all of my canis root too. That's very kind of you, Belrand. So now we have 17 canis root and 9 briar hearts. Sadly, we hardly duplicated any briar hearts in that one, but we did manage to duplicate a lot of canis root. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this off again, but this time in a nice enclosed environment, like this tiny cupboard in here, because firstly, there are no guards who are going to judge me for my actions, and secondly, it keeps Belrand in one nice place. Right, so let's drop all of the ingredients on the ground. You know, when I started this, I thought, why not? I thought this probably should be done. Is it a stupid idea? Yes. Does it really matter? No. It's just all about having fun in Skyrim. See, it's 2020, and millions of things have already been done in Skyrim, so it's time to do something new, weird and wacky, and downright stupid. Right, Belrand, now pick up all of the briar hearts on the ground. Good stuff. So remember, we had roughly 8 briar hearts, and I think 13 canis root. And there we go. I'm pretty sure I've instructed Belrand to successfully pick up all of the necessary stuff. Lovely stuff. So we're just going to then exit Whiterun and load back in. Hopefully this should have once again duplicated all of our lovely items. And lo and behold, here's all of our canis root down on the ground once again, which we can pick right back up. Lovely stuff. We certainly do have a lot of canis root today. And once again, absolutely no briar hearts. Oh my goodness. Turns out duplicating the briar hearts more tricky than it looks. You can duplicate just about everything else, it would seem. Yes, in that exploit, we only managed to duplicate 1 briar heart, whereas now we have 30 canis root. Oh my goodness. Right, this is going to take a lot of trial and error before we can get this working perfectly. And I'll be back after about 40 minutes once I've assembled all of the correct ingredients to pull this off. We need what? Exactly 1014 of canis root and briar heart. This is gonna be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh goodness, what have I done to myself? The only thing that powers me to make these videos is the refreshing taste of Yorkshire tea. That's right, ladies
I
and
saw
gentlemen.
that coming.
It's sponsored ad break segment, where in today's video we are of course sponsored by Yorkshire Tea. Oh, we're not. Yes, that's right. They haven't chosen to sponsor us, but nonetheless, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be drinking copious quantities of Yorkshire tea whilst watching this. You best be, because if you're not, Rihanna O'Keefe will make you, and you don't want that to happen, do you? Oh, trust me, you really don't. So make the Queen proud and go boil a cup of tea today. I know that I'm going to be drinking about 700 cups of tea whilst doing this exploit, mostly because it's going to take that bloody long. So it's time to do it for Queen and country, and do quite possibly the silliest exploit I've ever done. Oh my goodness. Right, let's sit down and get on with this, Belrand. We have a very long way to go, and trust me, once it's freed, I will free you from this mortal plane of existence, like I've always wanted, Belrand. Why does the guard not even care? Please, I just murdered Belrand in front of you. Do you really... You just don't care, do you? Oh my goodness, what have I done? Poor Belrand. I mean, look at this. I could put on his iron armor, which sure, it's pretty good. It's got an armor rating of 51. It's not quite as good as my armor rating of 400,000, though. Sorry, Belrand. Your hide boots, though. Oh, that's a good point. Rihanna O'Keefe has never actually worn shoes in his entire life. Right, let's put Rihanna O'Keefe's first shoes on. Wow. Oh, these hide boots. Suddenly Rihanna O'Keefe has some cute, warm, fluffy booties to wear. Oh, that's fantastic. Not that he's actually going to do this, because we're going to have to travel back in time, because we actually need Belrand alive. Probably. Okay, actually, maybe we don't. Right, let's just get a different follower. Oh, cool. The courier's got a letter for me. Nice. What have I got here? Letter of inheritance. Oh, this is because of Janessa's death. Right, that one's useless. Letter of inheritance. Oh, no. Belrand's death. I've been given 300 gold pieces. Poor Belrand. He only cost 500 to hire. Honestly, not bad. Kind of pays for himself. Oh, fantastic. In this pub over here, I think we've discovered some people to hire. Here we go. We got Simnir here. Oh, this man wants to participate in a drinking contest. Sure, drinking contest. You don't stand a chance. We physically can't be killed. Right, let's do this. Right, Sam Guivine. Drinking contest versus Rihanna O'Keefe. Good luck, my friend. Let's do this. We can't lose. Rihanna O'Keefe physically cannot lose in a drinking contest. Although I'm pretty sure there isn't even an animation for it. Oh no, we fell asleep. Oh no, we're waking up. Oh god. Where on earth are we? Fall asleep after drinking, we're just here. Where on earth even is here? Great, I thought I found someone to hire. Turns out it was just some dude who wanted to have a drinking contest, then get me really blind out drunk so I can help steal his staff. Where on earth am I? What the heck am I doing here? This isn't Whiterun, this is Markarth, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I haven't even discovered this place yet, technically. Oh my goodness. Let's escape the city. Oh, fantastic. We found Ufgard the Unbroken. Oh my goodness, there we go. And she said if we were to fight, I'd be dead in 6 seconds. Great. You think you can take me on? Right, let's do this. Just fists, no weapons, no magic. Oh, you chose the wrong person for just fist fight. Okay, right, remember, 6 seconds was how long she said we could last. So let's start the clock now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and I lasted over 6 seconds. How many points of damage have I taken, Ufgard the Unbroken? Oh, that's right, I've taken none. Right, Ufgard, get ready to say hi to the power punch. Oh, and there we go. 1 punch and you're out. My goodness, it really is that easy. Right, please, can I now hire you? Right, follow me. I need your help, Ufgard. Yes, there we go. We've got Ufgard the Unbroken. Now, I'm going to need you to help me duplicate items. So please, if you'd like to follow me over to the item duplication spot, that would be fantastic, Ufgard. Right, Ufgard, welcome to the spot. Just, don't ask any questions about the last guy who helped out with the item duplication. If anything, let's just quickly bring him back here a bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And it's like he never even existed. And honestly, that's the way we wanted Ufgard. Like he never even happened, okay? Remember that. You're going to need to remember this, Ufgard. Trust me. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You join me in what feels like almost 400 eternities later. Several in-game days have passed. So is my will to live. My goodness, Ufgard. Well, even Ufgard doesn't want to stand near me after the amount of horrific item duplication we've been doing. We're not even there yet, ladies and gentlemen. I've spent days on this. If we look at our ingredients, we only have about 284 briar hearts and 373 canis root. We're only about a quarter of the way there. Oh goodness. Whilst this is technically the fastest method imaginable to do this, I can't help but feel like I'm trying to win a drag race against a Lamborghini whilst I'm driving a Morris Minor with no engine and actually powered by feet instead. I guess that's probably a standard Morris Minor then. But nonetheless, we've got to keep doing this. Oh, Ufgard, I need to vent my frustration on someone. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Ufgard, please. I think we need a new follower. Oh, wow, you saw it that time, didn't you? Ah, you guys are blind. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. A fair amount of time has passed. Several seasons, in fact. It's now the 16th of Frostfall. Wow. Yeah, I've spent far too much time in Skyrim now. I think I might have almost doubled my playtime in Special Edition because of this. But whereabouts do we find ourselves in? Well, we find ourselves in a unique situation because by doing this duplication glitch, about half an hour ago, Rihanna Keeves lost the ability to run. So we are now just walking at a slow pace all the way up to the top of Whiterun where we can start our production of the paralysis potions. Yeah, it's going to be a slow one, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting outpaced by a small child over there. That's really disappointing, Rihanna Keeves. I'm going to definitely need to improve your stamina. Right, we've almost made it, Rihanna. We're almost there. Then soon you'll be the most breathtaking of all the lands. We just have to climb those steps. It's not too far, Rihanna. I must say, he can jump ridiculously high given the fact that he can't walk very fast at all. Like, this is how fast he walks, this is how high he jumps. I would say it's pretty difficult for any human to jump this high naturally anyway. And considering we're meant to be so weighed down that we can't even run, I can still jump almost 1.5 meters off the ground. My goodness, Rihanna Keeves, what a being. Right, Farengar, bugger off. We're using these. It's alchemy time, my dudes. Alright, and here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, creating the ultimate potion of poison of paralysis. As we know, this is going to last 25 real-world hours, and we are going to have to craft ourselves a metric ton of these bad boys. I mean, the actual potion creation screen has kind of broken, and it's not actually going to show us the ingredients we're consuming, but it's still making the potions of paralysis. Anyway, I'm just going to have to spam R about 1,000 times. Remember, each click of this button is another dog NPC paralyzed. It's another guard never telling you again that he took an arrow to the knee. And once more, it's yet another tear running down Todd Howard's face as he realizes someone has destroyed his beautiful game. Come on, Todd Howard. Oh, we're making those potions. This is the sound of pure, unadulterated alchemy. Oh, it's so powerful. It really is. How many potions of paralysis do we have? 223 in our inventory. My goodness. We're almost halfway there. Oh, this is some good progress. If only we weren't Alchemy 100, then we'd be getting some absolutely crazy level ups right now. It honestly doesn't look too difficult for Rihanna. He's just like spinning a little thing around in a bowl, whereas I'm mashing the R key. Oh wait, I've just realized I could just hold my auto clicker here. Well, that's so much easier. Does kind of break the audio a little bit. Here, allow me to show you the lovely ladies and gentlemen at home just what this sounds like. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. Quit alchemy. Oh, thank goodness for auto clickers in this world, else we really wouldn't have been able to do it. But there we have it, 1018 potions of paralysis. There are 1016 NPCs in Skyrim. Of course, there aren't actually that many, but this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The start of our glorious...
Okay, I'm gonna pause it because we're getting close to being done here. Smooth. This needs to be cleaned. So to do that, we come over to mod organizer and we're gonna unlock. And we go to the quick auto clean. And let me not click. Okay, so let's run that. Smooth shores. Okay. So we gotta find smooth shores. Oh, I can just filter for it. Smooth Shores, is it? Just double check it. Smooth Shores ESP, that's the one we double click. There it goes. Once it's finished, close X edit. Okay. Applying filter. Still applying filter. Okay, we're on step 7, which is coming out soon. Okay, I think this is good. Well, you done? Oh, it did some stuff. It's got to sort through all those like almost 400 mods now and clean that up. Final sorting and cleaning. Okay. And then we're basically here. So before moving on, create 3 empty mods. The last few mods in the mod list should now reflect the following. Since many mods have multiple files, Dawnguard, temp, X, and then all the output stuff. Okay, and then we do XLOD gen, LOD setup. That's what this is. LOD setup. Generate the train. Okay, background loader's finished. That's finally done. It took a while to clean. All right, cool. We can close this. We're done with that. All right, let's keep going. Come on, we almost got this done. So we're doing set up the level of detail before moving on. Create. All right, let's do that. So let me check. All right, so we need to create another one and call it LOD. We're moving on, create 3 empty mods. XLG output. You already had me do that. It's right there. Okay, it's empty. Alright, so this is the one. So we're gonna write. Well, there we go. Whoops. Step. Skyrim. There we go. And it says to put this at the bottom of the mod list. Okay. Ooh. No, we don't want to do that. We want another separator. We're gonna call this one LOD. We're gonna choose that color. Okay. Let's put this one down here. Very good. Okay, so we created that one. Repeat these steps, create 2 more mods. Text gen output. I don't have any more. Let me just look through real quick. I want to make sure these aren't somewhere else. Oh, here, let's expand all. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, there's a one. That one needs to be moved down. Okay, so we got the DYN DOLOD underscore output. Okay. And then we need to create the text gen output. So let's click here. Create empty mod. Paste. Okay. Okay, so XLG output, and then text gen, and then that. Place these mods directly after the output. Okay. Find the temp cathedral landscapes in 4 foundation. Okay, let's go up there. Okay, let's collapse all. And let's go to 4. There it is, right there. Okay. And enable it if necessary. This mod should only be enabled for terrain LED generation. If it's not disabled before generating object LOD and or playing the game, it will cause visual glitches. Okay, let's just make sure that you tell me to turn that off. The last few mods should look like this. Text gen. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let me just make sure it says disable the cathedral and only needed to regenerate. Okay, so that's good. That's in the step. I just want to make sure that was there. Okay. Alright, so I guess let's sort with loot. It says... Oh, we got close that. Run. Update master list. Seems good. Anything else? Okay, great. Great. Alright, so Last few months. No, this mod could be here. Must be disabled later as instructed. Understood. All right. Is run first to generate the updated LED terrain textures and mesh that the landscape LED is updated with mod changes. Gamma settings used here apply to the and probably builds using cathedral. Otherwise, gamma should be 1. Do what now? Alright, I've never done this before, so ensure LED setup was completed. We did that. Run LED gen from the mod organizer executable. Okay, we can do that. LOD gen. I guess we're using the 64 version, right? There's no other LOD gen, right? Okay, so LOD gen. Oh. Oh, shit. I know how to fix that. Because I renamed it. I renamed the thing to match the guide. It's this one? Yes. Here's the LED gen. 64. Create files in mod instead of overwrite here. And we're looking for the step Skyrim. X LED gen. Yep. Apply. Okay. So now I should be able to run it. Perfect. Alright, what's it doing here? Let's see. All right. I have no idea what we're doing, so let's see. Let's move this over here. Do this right here. Okay. Run. Okay. Select all world spaces. So these must be all the world spaces. Yep. Okay. And this is basically going to compile a bunch of the changes, so it runs better. Okay. Use the following sentence, which has been verified in extensive testing. They've already done all the testing. Well, how'd you get over here? Settings for LOD 8. Huh. LD 32. Oh, so we checked that off. Okay, I got it. There we go. All right, so now, all right, that's making sense. Okay, all right, cool. Now, why? Okay, well, just a second here. Now, do I choose one of these? Those running 4K resolution will benefit by doubling the diffuse normal size for LOD 4, 8, 16, and 22. We're running 2K because I didn't really see the difference between 4K and 2K. Maybe I'm getting old. Use the following settings which have been verified unless you are running to wastefully increase the texture resolution shown, which will only reduce FPS with no benefit. Those running great 4K resolution will benefit by doubling the diffuse normal size for 4. Okay, let's see here. Okay. This guide and there are multiple settings, it seems, for terrain LOD generations. The drop down settings for LOD4 is there is in LOD gen options. But it can also be LOD8, LOD16, and LOD32. I'm not running 4K, I'm running 2K. Textures. Which LOD option should I choose? 4, 8, 16, or 32? Each step increases the distance but decreases the texture resolution and detail to performance cost. For 2K, like that on here is a solid generate all, even if you're using 2K textures you want the visible. Okay. So I guess I do it one at a time. A good balance of quality and performance. No need to push for ultra high. Check all boxes. Okay, I might have to do them one at a time. I've just never done this before, so we're gonna see. Alright, let's do LOD4. So I guess I'm supposed to objects LOD, trees LOD. Okay, terrain's checked off, LOD4. Let me move this over here. So quality 0. Build meshes. That's right. That's off. Protect borders. High quads. Okay, build diffuse. 256. C7 quick. Bitmaps. Yes, bitmaps. Brightness 0. Contrast 0. Gamma 1.25. I appreciate that, Istafel. we're getting close to actually being able to show something here. I don't want to mess up at the last second, but I appreciate you running that. Mip maps, brightness, contrast, gamma. .25 it says. Okay. Size 256. Another BC7 quick. No map, none of that. Normal bake normal maps, got it. Vertex color. I don't see a thing for that, so we're just gonna skip it. Default size, diffuse, none. Okay. And then normal, none. Got it. Occlusions unchecked. Now if I click here and then I go back, that's all the same, ain't it? Let me make sure nothing changed because I switched over. 2.5. Yeah, those are my changes. Okay, so I guess I just select this and then plug in the next one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that's going to be quality. Alright, so that's build message. It's going to be quality 4. Now I just got to do one for each level. Optimize unseen. That's set to 550. That's checked off. 256. Format's the quick one. Bitmaps is unchecked. Brightness contrast is 0. This is 1.25. Excuse me. Okay, so we have build normal. 256. That's fine. This is quick. Not checked. Not checked. That's checked. That doesn't exist in this guide, so it's probably just a newer version. Vertex color intensity is a 1. And then none. Okay, so let's go to 16. Okay, so this is quality 6. That is the same. This is 550. Okay, build diffuse, yes. 256, yes. Format, quick. Bitmap, no. Brightness, contrast, 0. Gamma, 1.25. Build normal, yes. Size, same. Format, quick. Unchecked, unchecked. Checked. A 1, a none, and a none. Now we're doing 32. This should be the last one. 32, quality gonna be 0. Verticals, that's another 550. Okay, the size is gonna be 240. Format's quick. Bitmap no. 0, 0, 1.25. Okay, build normal, yeah. 2048. Format quick. Nope, nope. Bake normal, yes. That's a 1. None, none. Okay. Is that everything? Okay. Click generate to run the process, which will require upwards of 20 minutes depending on the PC. Once the LOD generation complete message has appeared, close LOD gen. Alright, here goes nothing, y'all. We're gonna generate. Let me just look. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So this could take up to 20 minutes. Knock on wood. I hope it doesn't take that long. I thought I got a faster computer than that, but here we go. And this is basically taking all of the changes that have been made with the mods and compiling it into like one big mod, basically. So the game can just access this one file, which it's quicker and is better performance than accessing all of the different files and then putting it together in real time. It's going. Look at it. There it goes. Oh, good. It is doing each one. So I see the LOD 4, 8, 16, and 32. So that was right. And now it's just going through, and it's like, oh, here's the things that are in the distance. Let me put it in my big cache file. Yeah, we cooking now. And then next we gotta paint the roads. And then we wrap that up, and then we got, oh god, we got some text generation to run. Okay, and then when we get done with this step, there's another step, but that's we have to have the game loading, and then we got to configure the mods that you configure in game inside the game menu when it's running. But then we're gonna have like, I mean, I'm getting excited. Fingers crossed, this is gonna be like a nice epic. You know, knock on wood. Please work. Please work. Please no errors. Please no crashes. We have sunk tons of time into this mod build. I mean, seriously, we've probably spent about 40 hours at this point between downloading the mods, downloading and renaming all of them. Probably it took 2 days, and then it took another day, all day, like a half day, day before yesterday, so like 5 or 6 hours, and then we've been at it all day today for like another 8. So you're looking at yeah, close to 40 hours basically. Thanks for the sub, New Fever, and thank you again, Starzy. And then Chaos Orb, if you're around, thank you. I was just looking at the stream manager here, and it's good to see them subs. I like that. Thank you again. It means a lot. I actually really enjoy this and the game design stuff and the writing. I can't wait to get that game project further along. And the Star Wars project, we're going to be working on that for years. So, but the Star Wars project's getting done a little bit at a time. Let's just move this over here. I'm glad that it's got a timer, so we've only been at it for 3.5 minutes. And it's reading the stuff and making the file and this should be a very, knock on wood, this should be a very stable build of modded Skyrim 2. That's there's a whole section of fixes and patches and all that stuff. That's one of the reasons I really like it. The people that made this guide really know what they're doing. And I've learned a little bit. I've picked up some stuff. Okay, tell you what, let's let that cook. Let me take a break. Okay, let's let this ride. I will be back in about 5 minutes. I'm sure this is going to take at least 5 more minutes. I'm just going to let it run so I don't get antsy. And yeah, I gotta cook dinner. I want to keep going. I want to get this finished, but I got stuff to do around the house. All right, I'll tell you what. At least we're at a stopping point. At least, like, I'm just gonna let this go. I think what I'll do is, because I really got to do stuff around the house, and roommate asked me to do some stuff around the house too, so I got to honor that. Let's go ahead and call it here. If I'm feeling froggy, I don't want to. I should just wait. I should be patient. I should get the stuff done around the house, and like this at a stopping point. So it's going to generate all this stuff, and then I can tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I can pick up from this step, and I'll be fresh. Because the other thing I'm worried about is when I get tired, I make mistakes. I get fatigued from concentrating so much that I'll start missing things, and there will be errors or something. But we did good today. We made a lot of progress. So let's go ahead and call it, and then now tomorrow. Now see tomorrow we go back to working on the Unreal Engine. So we do maybe we just get this. I don't know. Let me think about it. I like the fact that I can make progress in a bunch of different projects, but at the same time I want to get stuff further along. Like, I think what we'll do is we'll finish tomorrow. We'll finish this installation, and for the first half of the day, and we'll make sure everything's working and we can get started on the Skyrim music video. And then once we confirm everything's up and running and working well, the other half of the day we will go back to the game development, because I am so excited to try to get a proof of concept. I think people will flip out when they see what I have in mind, and I just need to present it correct. I just got to build it and present it correctly. So okay, well, I appreciate everybody that subbed today, and everybody that's been hanging out. I will catch you folks first thing tomorrow morning, so about 10 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm going to get a lot of stuff done today, so I can sit down and focus and be guilt-free playing Skyrim, this great modded version of Skyrim tomorrow, as well as making some more progress on the game development project, which I'm honestly having more fun learning how to make the games that I've always wanted to play instead of playing. But I love Skyrim, so I'm sure I won't feel that way when we get Skyrim going. All right, well, I'm rambling. I'll shut up. I appreciate all of you. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Take it easy.